I forgot to change the thing over. Oh man. Oh, my light is not acting as good as it normally does. Normally it's fine, but today it's performing a little crap. But hey, how's it going? They were bringing a oh wow. It sounds to me. Well, by the way, JVS, I suggest you watch the Oriental Orthodoxy Refuted um, long videos that Jay and Orthodox Shahada did. Those are kind of like addressing a lot of like those reputations. You have to remember that a lot of the stuff that the Oriental Orthodox are doing is, I can't remember the exact word for it. It's considered fallacious, but it's basically where they give you like 15 different things all at once. 15 things all at once to basically have to try to refute, right? And like a super long, yeah, Gish Gallop, thank you, Zay. That is like that's their main tactic that those guys like to do. Because here's the thing, right, about Agen's content, because it's Agen that did that, is that if he makes a 6 hour long video, like, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Like, if you make a 6 hour video refuting me, I'm not responding to that shit. Like, do you get it? It's not that because I can't, but it's because I genuinely do not want to dedicate that amount of time to dealing with a YouTube video. And a lot of people act like that when it comes to like Agen's content, because you see his 6 hour videos refuting X. First off, most people aren't even going to watch all that. Most people don't have the attention span for that. And it doesn't help that Christology is complicated as hell. So when he piles on a complicated part of theology, plus a 6 hour video talking about his position, like, you're not going to see me going on there on that video or streaming what I'm doing right now and then refuting that stuff. Like, I ain't got time for that shit, dude. Like, I genuinely don't have time for that shit. I mean this in like the most like chill way possible. Like, I'm not gonna sit there and refute like 6 hour long Agen videos, bro. I'm not gonna do it. Like, I genuinely don't have time for that, you know. What is the most complex topic? Christology or EED? Christology for sure, bro. Christology is way more difficult than EED in my opinion.
I think that kind of content really sucks, bro. Like, there's some videos Wagner has, dude, and it's like 3 hours, like 12 hours long. Like, bro,
What, the Distinguo channel?
Yes,
Yeah, he just
like, come
uploaded a
on.
refutation against Protestantism like 5 hours ago. Bro, it's 12 hours long.
Yeah, I mean, like, nobody's
Watching that shit, bro.
No, they're gonna go in the comments. You're gonna be like, yeah, bro, I believe you. All right, explain
Yeah.
it. Go ahead.
Yeah, they're just gonna be like, can you TLDR this, please? Like, dude, you know, like, I will give that to Wagner, bro. Like, his production value is fantastic, especially on the Distinguo side.
Oh yeah, it's great.
But like, and like, not to mention that like he puts such long videos together to where like like he hasn't made one that long on like orthodoxy, but like, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Like, if Wagner made a 12 hour long refutation of orthodoxy, I probably would just say, like, at the bottom, I would probably comment like, congratulations, or sorry to hear that. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I'd just be like, bro, sorry. Like, this could be literally the thing that converts me, but I'm not watching this shit.
Somebody could spend that 12 hours like reading fathers.
See, you're just not locked in, like, you know, that Peter Diamond content, bro. Speak.
Yeah, I know. It's funny though because I have actually fully watched multiple Peter Diamond compilations.
Dude, his videos are hilarious. I can't lie.
They are funny because like I have to do the demon accusation counter. That shit makes me laugh. Like when he looks at somebody and he's like, "See the way that he is constantly moving his lips and sticking his tongue out. This is evidence that he is possessed
Look
by
at the way
demons."
Pope Francis blinks 3 times in a row while holding up the Eucharist.
You
He's
can tell.
gotta-
You can tell that he's possessed by a demon and that this is not truly the Eucharist.
Pope Pius XII was the last pope to ever exist. Every other pope is plain.
Have you seen his video, all of the heresies of Pope Benedict XVI?
No.
That video is so funny.
No, I haven't seen that. I don't really care to watch the set of a contest content. I cared a little bit more about, the ones against Eastern Orthodoxy, which I'm gonna be real with you, they got bigger problems to deal with. I mean, they already have to defend sedevacantism, but like
That's yeah.
I'll watch it, and like I did, and then like after I saw most of the arguments, I was like, oh okay. Like so he
They're
just
very
doesn't
bad.
so he just doesn't understand EED. That's the problem. All right. Well then I don't really care to make a whole big video refuting all this because it all comes from the singular presupposition that we think that the energies are another res. As soon as the whole video is with that presupposition in mind. What's
It's
up,
like the
user?
same arguments that the 2024 Catholics were giving.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, so are y'all Catholic or like what are y'all?
I'm Orthodox.
Oh,
Orthodox.
I'm a Roman Catholic.
oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, Isaiah's Catholic, but he's chill.
I'm parsimonious.
He's parsimonious as hell, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
I chose the
Byzantine.
simplest.
Oh, so we ecumenizing now, I see. Okay.
With the parsimonious ones.
Yeah, I'm only it's only because of my parsimony. You know, like premise
Yeah.
1, every parsimony is true. Premise 2, being in this alive is parsimonious. Conclusion, therefore.
Conclusion, Gregory Palamas is the same, didn't get anything wrong.
No, I don't think that followed from the parsimony. That wasn't very parsimonious
No,
of you,
that
Basil.
wasn't parsimonious. I don't know what you're
All right.
talking about.
My bad.
What's up, user? You got a question, man?
Yeah, so basically, so since y'all Orthodox, right? Do y'all think that like that Catholicism is like false, like 100% false?
Yeah.
Or is it like
I mean, yeah,
yeah?
like obviously, yeah. We
Yeah,
have a one true church mentality. So,
Oh,
if Eastern
okay,
Orthodoxy is true, then Roman Catholicism would not be.
It's like 50%. It's not like 100%. But
So
That's
is
not
it,
very
like,
parsimonious of you.
That's not parsimonious, bro.
So is it like automatic, like being condemned automatically for being Catholic in your point of view?
I'm sure that a 90-year-old grandma who's never heard of Eastern Orthodoxy in her entire life is not a heretic. There's a difference between somebody who's schismatic and heretical.
What do you mean by schismatic?
Yeah, schismatic is just somebody who submits to a church that's not currently part of the body.
everybody that's a heretic is a schismatic, but not everybody that's a schismatic is a heretic.
Yeah. There's a huge difference between like a schismatic and a heretic, like because a heretic is somebody who actively preaches against Orthodox doctrines and they can still man the Orthodox doctrines in the first place. Because honestly, I would say that even if you don't understand the Orthodox doctrine and you speak against it, well, I mean, are you speaking against Orthodox doctrine? You know what I mean? You have to understand.
Catholic. So you think like 12-year-old Catholic Thomists go to heaven?
Yeah, the 14-year-old set of a contest TikTokers, they since they don't understand EED
Well, they can
at
submit to
all.
Rome edit, but they don't submit to Rome.
Yeah, since they don't understand the essence energies distinction at all, technically speaking, they're not condemned by the Palamite synods yet. It works like that. Because they're refuting a straw man, so like,
Refuting a straw man.
He is Hindu.
My grandma and her rosary is undefeated. Yeah. But like at the same time though, like you think about people like that and then you kind of look at a lot of these people that they grew up Roman Catholic, they've been Roman Catholic their whole life, never looked at anything else, and they're just, dare I say, invincibly I can't say that. We don't do that here. But I can't say it. I can't say it. I can't say it. I think the concept is kind of cool, but we don't affirm that technically. I don't want to be a Latinizer.
I think my
Are
concept.
you sure about that?
Talking about that invincible ignorance. Invincible ignorance.
Why
You
don't
know,
you
I
just-
don't know any EO that actually holds to that.
I don't think any of them do. I do think the concept itself is like, I mean, like
Pretty
it,
cool.
like it could be a thing, but like we just don't hold to it because like we have a lot more hard stance on yes or no, if that makes sense.
Well,
Unk hit me with the ad. Oh, dude, I have it on low. It used to be on medium. You guys are lucky that I'm blessing you with low ads. See, I don't need all that. See, I don't need
Wow.
all that money, you know. So I'm letting you guys not get as consumed
Wait,
as originally.
so does that mean if you have high ads, you're a grifter then? So like, are you just being anti-grifter?
No, I'm just being more parsimonious than grifters.
you guys are
Okay.
lucky I can't come up because my finger is broken and I can't click on that join button.
Yo, go get another
Wait,
finger,
so
bro. What?
You could type all that out, bro. You can't.
You can type all that out, but you can't press the guest request. Oh, crazy.
Wait, is this a guy? I was just kind of waiting for Servant to hop in here, dude.
Oh, just for him to freaking say again that your argument doesn't follow. Argument doesn't follow.
You can have infinite PCs.
You can have infinite amounts of PCs. You can have Discord Nitro for eternity. But Allah will never let you dunk on him in a basketball contest.
No, never. You can't do that.
Oh,
No.
Basil, you weren't there for that, but it was the best thing ever.
It was.
Wait,
yeah.
what?
Yeah, we were talking
So-
about what you can do in heaven, to servant of the merciful, right? And Isaiah has an argument basically about how he provides you with desires and stuff like that, and how if God is not the ultimate desire, then he's not like the ultimate being, blah blah blah. So it's actually a really good argument, but it ended up making it really funny because the type of stuff that we started asking him that we could have in heaven, like it was funny. Because I'd be like, okay, can I have Discord Nitro in heaven? He'd be like, absolutely.
So
And I'm like, dude,
so if my
epic. But then I
desire is
said,
to
if
dunk
my,
on Allah,
that's what I said. I said, if my only desire is simply to dunk on Allah in a basketball contest, then can I do that? And he's like, no. And I'm like, why? And he's like, it doesn't befit God's majesty. And I'm like,
It befits His Majesty to.
it doesn't
Wait,
befit
you
His
can-
majesty.
wait, no, even better. Can I dunk on Muhammad?
I don't know. Muhammad would have to be okay with it though.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. What is it, bro?
What is it?
What is what?
What is it?
what?
What is what, dude?
Oh, yeah,
Underwear.
what you guys talking about, bro? Like, don't get on Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, like, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, what? Like, what?
Can you speak? You might want to do English. I don't do anything
Yeah, bro,
else.
I'm speaking English, bro. I'm speaking English.
Okay, well then slow down then, because I couldn't tell.
Yeah, bro. I'm asking, what are you guys speaking about? Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about somebody who came up here, and we were talking about an argument specifically that was used against Islam a while ago on my panel, which was about basically providing desires to human beings in heaven, and how if God himself is not just the ultimate desire, then God basically is not the one who is the all sustainer.
Real
So then we
quick, bro,
started
real quick.
joking about things that were granted to you in heaven. I asked if I could
Sure,
have
sure,
Discord Nitro, and he said yes.
Yeah. Real quick, bro. I want to know, do you believe that Jesus explicitly said in the Bible that he's a prophet of God?
That he's a prophet of God.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think that to a degree he spoke that he was a prophet. Yeah, sure.
He says that he was.
Like, I was just making sure, bro, because I spoke to
Yeah, you
Christians.
said
and they
that he said that he
so,
was sent. Sure.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point. So I was speaking to other Trinitarians, and they were saying, I asked them, I said, okay, does Jesus explicitly say that he's God? And they say no. And I said, okay, but does he explicitly say that he's a prophet? And they say no, he doesn't either. When I say yes, he does say that when he says that a prophet cannot perish outside of Jerusalem, and he says that he is sent by God, and when everybody around him saw him as a prophet. Am I right or am I wrong?
Yeah.
If you say-
the verse exists, sure. Go ahead.
I mean, if you say that he was God, after he resurrected, I guess you could say it would make more sense, even though I still wouldn't believe in it. But you could say it can make more sense to me. But if you're saying that he was God on earth and people saw him as God, but when we see in the Bible that people did not see him as God, then we have a problem because that doesn't make any sense.
I mean, people obviously, there were multiple people especially that definitely saw him as God, like Thomas, of course.
Yeah, but when he says, when does Thomas say, my Lord, my God? In what context does he say that, though? How do we get that he's speaking about Jesus?
Because
he
it's
resurrected.
it's the immediate reaction to what he has witnessed, because he has resurrected from the dead. So then he realized who he was based off of this notion.
So I'm asking, how do you know he didn't say this out of disbelief, though?
Well, because if he's saying the Lord's name in vain, he would have been rebuked, goober.
Aha, good, right?
See how easy that
So
was?
I'm asking you. You just said that he called Jesus his Lord and his God, right?
Huh? Yes.
So who is Jesus? When Jesus in John 20, when he resurrects, who does he say that he's ascending to?
The Father.
And who's okay? Where is Jesus currently right now?
He's in
No
heaven.
way.
You said what? He's in heaven, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So did he create heaven?
Huh? Yes. It says
So
he
is
did in
he
John
in
1:3.
All right, but is he in something that he created?
Yeah.
Bro.
Can I ask why?
What's the P and not P? Why? What do you mean why?
Did Allah create his throne, bro?
Because it befits his majesty. How about that?
The Allah created his throne. No, his throne has always been there. He's not in anything he created. He's not in anything he's created, and his throne is in a metaphorical sense.
Wait, hold on. So the fact that he's within something that he created, that he chose to be within something that he created, that you think that is that like a logical problem? Like, do you have anything to that?
Yeah, I think that is a logical problem. Yeah.
Okay, so where's the P and not P there?
Yeah, what do you mean by P and not P?
Oh my.
Yeah, the contradiction. How is it logically incoherent?
I'm saying that it's logically. I'm thinking logically incoherent to me. I'm saying I'm saying that's what you believe, right, in the Bible, correct?
I believe that God can enter his creation. I don't think that's a contradiction.
Okay, so you believe that God can enter his creation, right?
Yeah, so now I'm waiting for that to be some kind of issue and the argument against that.
Oh, so you want to know my issue with it in my paradigm, right?
Well, yeah, because you're asking me that like I'm stupid. So I'm asking you to like show me why that's dumb.
Yeah, so why I believe that doesn't really make any sense to me. So I'm ready to go. I don't know who it was. I don't know if it was.
Is it logically possible for Allah to enter creation?
No, he does not do anything contradictory to his essence. No, he's not.
What is the P and not P and God entering heaven? Or not
because
even
he's far greater than his creation.
What?
Because he's far greater.
Are you aware of the hadith that says Allah enters the third heaven every at 3 a.m. at the third of the night?
Yeah, but what does it say that?
That's
Yeah,
the night.
first of all, that's in Bukhari. Second of all, that's not in the same.
Do you not like Bukhari? Do you not like Bukhari?
That's not in the same way, but that's not in the same way where it says that he descends to the third heaven. That simply just means that he's.
Basil, like we don't even need to worry about his view. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be charitable. I'm super charitable. You know what I'm saying? I don't even need to worry about what you think.
Sources.
I'm asking specifically for you to actually provide for me an argument as to why Allah cannot enter, or I don't know, my God cannot enter creation.
Like a prima facie, he can't. So
yeah, because he said no. Because he said yeah. No, he said no a second ago.
It's just not parsimonious.
I think it was Isaiah a second ago. Isaiah said that, okay, did he create his throne? And I said his throne is not in the same sense that you think, and he did not create his throne. His throne.
Do you mean the same sense that you think? What does that mean?
His throne was always there because his throne was not created. He is on the throne in the metaphorical sense.
Okay. Anyway, is there an issue with God entering creation? What is the P and not P to that?
Of course, because my point.
Wait, so there's an uncreated throne? There's an uncreated throne?
Let's just not get into that. Let's not argue that.
I don't care about the freaking throne and how it has jets or something. Just please.
I'm asking, bro. I'm asking.
What?
So I'm asking you. In Exodus 33:20, what God says that no one could see his face and live. Right?
Oh my gosh.
But no one could see his face and live.
Okay, yeah, nobody can see his face because contextually, face in the Hebrew culture meant essence, like what he is, his nature.
Yeah,
you can't see that.
My point exactly. And does God change?
Yeah, not being able to see something, right? If you're not able to see something, what?
But does God change?
No, God doesn't change.
So God doesn't. So he's always the same, right? He doesn't.
Yes.
He doesn't need to become a rabbit. So can God become a rabbit?
Okay, so just because of the fact that Jesus takes on a human nature, that doesn't mean that his divinity changes.
No,
so God doesn't change even if he takes on humanity. I don't know
why
you're continuing. I don't know why you're about to ask me that question when I just precogged it.
Can God become a rabbit? Can God become a rabbit? Yes or no?
I would say that it wouldn't be something that he would will to do because rabbits are not created in his image.
He cannot incarnate as a rabbit because rabbits are not rational animals. They're not.
So he can't become a rabbit.
No, because they're
God-
irrational.
So he can become a burning bush.
God
and
is
not
God
a
is
raptor?
rational, not
Are
irrational.
you stupid?
serious?
Wait, you admitted to us that Allah cannot enter His creation and said
And I'm
that
saying,
it's
but he can become a
logically
burning bush, but not a
impossible.
He
raptor.
didn't
Yeah,
become
he
a
didn't
burning
he didn't
bush.
incarnate as a burning bush. He energetically manifested as a burning bush. That's not the same thing.
So yeah, what do you? So I want to know what you. So let's say in Moses's
Oh my gosh.
in Moses, from Moses' view, how would it look? As if he,
What do you mean?
if he was
How would it
speaking to
look?
him? How would it look? That's exactly what I said. How would it look?
How would
He
what look?
described it.
The bush?
The bush, yeah.
It
He
it
described it.
it describes it in
As being
Exodus.
what?
What do you mean? As being a
being
bush,
what?
as being a bush that is on fire that never ceases and is not and does not burn. Right? The bush is not burning itself. The
Right,
bush itself is not burning.
Why?
Okay,
Alright,
so he
so-
manifested as that. He didn't incarnate as that.
Did he enter it?
He didn't
though?
take on bush nature.
But he entered it though. Did he enter
Bush
it?
nature is crazy.
What do you
What?
think? Wait, what do you think incarnate means, dude?
What do you think incarnate? I'm asking. did he
Incarnate
enter
doesn't
creation?
mean dude,
What I mean by it. What I mean by it. I mean creation. He entered creation, though. Correct.
What?
hold on.
So
One second.
I'll take that.
That's not what incarnation means.
That's
You're
not. I
thinking
never
of a
said. No, that's not what I
theophany.
meant. That's not what I meant by what I mean incarnation. I'm saying he entered creation, though. Correct. He did.
Yeah, he entered creation in a different manner in which
So was
then he
Jesus
incarnated.
okay? So real quick, was Jesus okay? This is where I'm waiting. That's okay. So was Jesus still in heaven while being on earth?
Is he still in heaven while being on earth? Sure.
Yeah. Where do you get that?
What do you mean? Where do I get that?
Bro, it's a simple question, bro. I don't know why you have to confuse. I'm asking you, where do you get that Jesus was still in heaven while being a man who slept, ate, went to the bathroom, right? Drink water, yeah.
Yeah,
What
the
else?
fact that he seems to also display the ability to be omniscient in certain
So what?
situations,
Okay,
like
real
with
quick. So okay,
Nathaniel.
real quick. Was he anxious about the crucifixion?
Say again.
Was he anxious about the crucifixion in Matthew?
Sure.
Can God be anxious?
I mean, according to his human nature, there's no issue with that. He possesses a human nature which is distinct
No, but
from his divine nature.
he's also God, right? So God cannot be. We read that God cannot be anxious.
Yeah, God cannot be anxious according to his divinity. Sure. So do you understand that
What
if
is- okay,
something
so you-
is?
but-
Can you let me
but you-
speak? In order
Yeah, but
for
okay,
it to
look-
be a contradiction, as in God cannot be X or God cannot be blah, right? Is that they would have to be one in the same sense, right? In order for something to be a contradiction. But the fact that he possesses certain types of emotions, for example, in his humanity, and it's distinct in a different sense than in his divinity, then it's not a contradiction.
Okay, cool. But we agreed that he is.
What do you mean
he's
cool?
God.
You're about to ignore what I just said.
No, you cut out. I already told you that. But yeah, Ali Dawah type arguments. But yeah, my point is simply that, okay, you believe that Jesus, he knew he was scared. He was scared of the crucifixion when we know that God can't be scared of anything, right?
He
you
cannot be
familiar
scared of
with-
anything according to his divinity, in any sense. Sure.
But it was Jesus divine on earth.
Yes.
Okay, so he had divinity, right?
Yeah, and it's distinct from
And
his
he was
humanity.
scared to be crucified, right?
According to his humanity. Are you even
So was
listening
his
to
divinity?
me?
Okay, wait. Okay, is his humanity a part of him?
Part?
Is it a part? No.
What the fuck?
What do you think part means?
What I mean by part is, was he a human? Yes or no? It's simple. Was he human?
Yeah.
While also
Yes,
being
he's
God.
fully man. He's fully man. And
While
he's fully God.
also being God. While also being God.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
While being fully God, correct?
Yeah.
Good still, man.
Okay, cool.
job.
Fully God. So him being fully God cannot be afraid of anything. Correct.
Here, 1 second. Keep going. I gotta take care of my daughter real quick. Keep going, Isaiah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Basil.
All right, so yeah, Jesus is fully God and fully human, right? But it doesn't necessitate that by his divinity that he would be scared. Okay, so what I can do to explain this is we can disperse this into two types of predication. Okay, like when we say something is of a thing, like let's say that I am scared. I am scared in a sense that this predicate is going to be taken absolutely of me. But there's two types of predicates that we're using here: univocal predication and analogical predication.
I don't do big words, bro. Can you summarize?
You're fine. All right.
Can you summarize?
The predication, when we say that God was scared or God died, right? When we say that, It's going to be taken analogically. It's going to be in relation to the humanity of Christ, right?
Okay.
So when we say that, it's just going to be in relation to the humanity. It's not going to be taken as like, yeah, Jesus was scared. Jesus is God. Therefore, God is scared. Yeah, God is scared in a sense that he is analogically predicated of being scared. It's not univocal. It's not the same as saying, yeah,
So
God is
wait, so
scared,
real quick,
Jesus is
real
scared.
quick. All right.
Yeah.
So thanks for explaining, but okay, one more time. So
Of course.
was it the Father's choice for Jesus to be sent, or was it his choice? Or was it all of their choices, or do they share the same mind?
They share the same will.
They share the same mind, right? So, okay, so when Jesus in Matthew 26, when he prostrated to God, right, and he says, let not my will be done, but your will be done, right? Do they think the same things at the same time or no?
Sure. Yeah, they do.
Okay, cool.
Insofar as the divinity, yes. But what do you
So
what do you mean by think? Like God does not have like knowledge. It's like by
Yeah, so what I would like to know is what was the point in Jesus prostrating to God if he already knew that he was going to be crucified, and if he was anxious and he thinks the same things as the Father, what was the point in Jesus doing that? Why'd he do it if he thinks the same things as the Father?
the
And
humanity of Christ is expressing its submission, and he's praying.
but yeah, what about? Okay, so I'm asking, what about the God part? What about the God part? What about the God part?
What do you
Okay,
mean?
think about it
do
like this.
you
Okay,
mean
here's from a
by-
Muslim perspective, though.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, think from a Muslim perspective. Though. So okay, to us, right?
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like, and I'm gonna have to go right after this, so you can say something, bro. And Wallahi, you have to go.
No,
I'm
you're
good.
fine. Of course.
Okay, so yeah, one more time. So real quick. So okay, to us,
Yeah. So the Son is sent in a mission by the Father. The Father sends the Son, and the Son, having and expressing the same will, is being sent. Right. The human in Christ prostrating is just expressing a submission, right? And the divinity, of course, the will is still being expressed. He's still being sent, right? The mission is being received, taken of all the persons, right? The Holy Spirit is sent on mission. The Son is sent on mission insofar as he will be sent as a sacrifice, and the Holy Spirit will be sent insofar as like in John 15 and 16, when he has said that he will be with the apostles and with the people after his death, right? He will be the person afterward. So when he's praying, he's just submitting. He's submitting to the Father and expressing and asking of the mission to be done.
And it also says in the scriptures that that all flesh is subject to the Father. So so
He had to go, he said. So
dang.
yeah.
Good first
Hey,
one.
Bryce.
What?
We got people here on TikTok who think that Saint Mark of Ephesus's arguments against the filioque are bad.
That
Really
sucks.
bad. Like he said he literally said, yeah, those were the worst arguments I've ever read.
Who?
Yeah,
What? Jordan?
He was really
No,
confused.
what's it called? Not Jordan, someone else.
Okay.
Filioque is true though, right?
Yo, what's up?
What's up?
How's it been?
Been good, bro.
Good.
Growing and
Chris
continuing.
breakfast stuff. I was gonna ask, Bryce, is there any particular formal definition of eternal manifestation that you utilize?
Say again.
Is there any particular formal definition of eternal manifestation that you utilize?
Yeah, I think it's best explained, in my opinion, by Saint Demetrius Stanilois, Steel Manning Joseph Braianios, in Theology in the Church. Like the way that he, I'd have to pull it up, but like just kind of like in a general sense, that it's the way in which that the Spirit is eternally provided to the Son by the Father, and it is.
And there's like common radiation. I've read his paper there. It's a pretty okay paper, to be honest. So Okay, yeah,
So I
yeah.
believe in
Let-
more of like the hypostatic understanding to eternal manifestation rather than like just the purely energetic, like some people think.
Okay, yeah, I think that is a better view to adhere to. So, okay, I suppose my question becomes this, because Stanley Doe very early on in that paper, in chapter 1 actually, he identifies eternal manifestation as a hypostatic property, which you can see obviously it is like a hypostatic model of eternal manifestation. I suppose the question would be here, would this make the Son a antecedent or a necessary condition for the Spirit's existence?
It wouldn't be a necessary. It wouldn't be necessary for the spirit's existence. It would be necessary for the spirit's manifestation, which is not the same.
So if eternal manifestation, as Stanley says in chapter 1 of his paper on the Church and the Spirit, is a hypostatic idiom or property, it would seem to relate to the Spirit's hypostatic existence, no?
No, hypostatic properties, like in our view, it's the reason why he says that it's a hypostatic property. Is hypostatic properties in our view don't automatically necessitate the way in which something subsists.
Is there because okay,
It's a property that also
it-
denotes the
it
way in
seem-
which they
well,
work.
It's that it seems to be sort of ad hoc then, because when we consider the three hypostatic properties, let's say of paternity, filiation, and then inspiration, these all seem to signify the way in which some subsistent relational person subsists, i.e., the mode in which they exist. I'm not gonna see how it's just not ad hoc to then like randomly say this is not, in relation to some hypostasis constitution. How we just can refer to some extrinsic manifestation.
Yeah, I mean, like it doesn't just necessitate like the extrinsic manifestation in of itself. It's also just like the ability to manifest, even if God were to choose not to create or something.
Well, I suppose the problem here would be then, is that I suppose I'll articulate the question in this fashion: can the Spirit obtain, if the Son did not obtain?
Existence?
Yeah, so obtaining in just philosophy just means to be or to be actual.
I mean, I wouldn't say that any of the persons obtain without the others.
Sure. Okay, cool. So if the Spirit, according to Castanilo, says that eternal manifestation is a hypostatic property, and in chapter 2 he does identify it in relation to the Spirit's hypostatic existence, at least to some degree, with his account of the psychological analogy. I suppose my objection then would be that, if some X is a necessary condition for Y's hypostasis, so let's say the hypostasis of the Spirit would fail to obtain or to be without X as some condition of sorts, then X would stand as some constitutive relation to Y's hypostatic existence. That's kind of my objection here.
Yeah, the provision of those properties of being manifestor and manifested is due to the fact that the Father causes both of them and provides that to them.
Okay, I'm not really tracking here though. So, okay, because it seems to be, if eternal manifestation is simply the Son's active potency to send the Spirit into creation, then it will be placing the effect prior to the cause. Namely, you cannot speak of the Spirit being sent into the economy without first speaking of his hypostatic constitution. That is kind of the objection here. And if in his hypostatic constitution he would fail to obtain without the Son, then what logically follows is the Son would be some necessary or antecedent requisite for the Spirit's existence.
Yeah, I mean, like any of the persons would be necessary in order for the other persons to do anything triadically in any sense. So, I mean, it doesn't display that the Son is necessary for the existence of the Spirit in terms of a procession. It just means that, like, obviously they're consubstantial, co-eternal. So then, therefore, the Son would obviously be necessary for the Spirit in that respect, not in the respect of the fact that he must actually cause the Spirit's existence hypostatically.
Well, that seems to be the problem here. So, okay, then how do you avoid the problem of, placing the effect prior to the cause? Because eternal manifestation simply cannot be the Son's ability to send the Spirit into creation, because as I said, they'll place the effect prior to the cause. You have this first speak of the Spirit's hypostatic constitution. So
Just the ability to manifest the Spirit in general. So just because of the fact that there's something that's natural within God to be able to manifest, even if he doesn't create, it's not putting the effect before the cause, because the effect doesn't have to exist in order for him to possess that ability.
Okay, sure, but once again, this is okay. If you're going to say, Okay, the sending, despite the fact that it's naturally owned or possessed by the Son, i.e., the capacity or potency to send the Spirit, it's still going to be understood in relation towards the economy. At least when we speak of the relations.
Yeah,
of emission.
things will eventually relate towards the economy, sure, but it doesn't have to. It doesn't have to relate only to the economy, and it only relates to the economy if the economy exists.
Okay, then still I don't see how this relates to the hypostatic existence of the Spirit. Okay,
Again,
so
hypostatic properties. When we're talking about
you-
hypostatic properties, the hypostatic property in of itself are just saying that it's a property that's possessed by that person, not necessarily the way in which they subsist.
Okay, so the eternal manifestation has nothing to do with the subsistence of the Spirit, then.
No, I already said that.
I don't
It's
really
a
see that
proper. It's a
standing
property. It's a property that's possessed by the persons, but it doesn't actually denote the way in which the Spirit exists. I just said that. Most of our theologians, I mean, obviously post schism, like when they formalize this pretty severely, they make it pretty well known that it's a property of some kind that the Spirit possesses that does not actually directly correlate with the way he's formally constituted as a person, but it's a thing that he does possess.
Okay,
Why-
cool. Okay, I mean,
Why does in Scripta Apologetica does the Cypriot say that the Spirit exists from and through the Son? If it
You'd
has
have to
nothing-
you'd have to provide the quote to me because that's very generic the way you said that. I mean, like that's like, are you talking about like his defense of the tome or what? Like when you say Scripta Apologetica.
yeah, he's referring to his commentarial work upon Black and Me. But okay, I suppose the question here would be then, if eternal manifestation is some property that is possessed by the Spirit and not the two others, would it at least play a role in discerning the persons from each other?
The distinction between
So-
the persons?
Yeah. So would you be able to discern the Spirit from the Son in virtue of the Spirit possessing this property of a manifestation?
I believe that due to the economy, we have the ability to distinguish them in that regard. But it's not. But it wouldn't. But I
Okay.
mean, prior to it, that's usually when we would appeal to mystery regarding that.
Okay, so you'd be like a negative Mysterian then, in this respect?
I don't know what that is.
So someone that just appeals to mystery and they don't posit any positive explanation.
Yeah, if you're talking about prior to creation or something like that, yeah, I mean, we would just say that there's a mystery between this distinction of the Son
Okay,
and the Spirit.
so if eternal manifestation is a hypostatic property, yet it does not signify the way in which the Spirit exists or subsists, because subsistence and existence are used quite synonymously, at least in like Aristotelian and Neoplatonic literature, but I just use the term subsist here. Then I suppose the problem here would be for me is that there's no rightful way to discern between filiation and then spiration. How would you postulate a model of relations that thus can subsequently distinguish filiation from spiration without affirming the Son or the filiation as some necessary prerequisite?
Well, I mean, like, especially the way that, like, a lot of the fathers, like, especially with St. John of Damascus, like, when they talk about the distinction between procession and filiation, that they usually talk about it that they're not semantically equivalent, but they don't know the matter in which that they are not semantically equivalent.
They go a bit further than that, because some appeal to mystery, of course, insofar as the reality of it is ineffable, but some nonetheless try to postulate some explanation or some explanatory model for the relations here. I suppose, okay, the problem here for me is that so when it comes to let's say filiation and then spiration, you're going to say that filiation is constitutive of the Son, insofar as is there's a post filiation to paternity, right?
Mhm.
Okay, cool. I mean, so it's going to be conditionally embedded, in the constitutive of a person. That's agreed on both of our ends. So, okay, that's kind of the issue here I'm trying to raise, since filiation is only going to be relationally distinguished in light of paternity, i.e., some opposition towards paternity, as some correlative term or effect of paternity. Okay, we both agree on that. But then, in order to be distinguished from passive spiration, namely the Spirit, well, you have to say that active spiration must be included in filiation. That's kind of my objection here, because active spiration and filiation do not have some repugnance between them.
No, I mean, like,
It would seem that
most of our fathers, when they talk about like the formal constitution of the father, that it's denoted as fecundity or principle. rather than just paternity by itself. And the fecundity or principle is actually what denotes the two processions that exist.
Have you got a citation that the formal
Yeah.
constitutive of the father would be fecundity? Because
Yeah.
if that is the case, then you can't really term the father in any meaningful sense, because paternity or the term father, has an
paternity
imperative
is
effect on term
paternity.
of filiation. Yeah. So because the term paternity, obviously its term or the principle of filiation is going to be paternity. So it's going to have some correlative term of filiation, not simply of just having fecund or the ability to produce, but in being father or having some correlative term of filiation that eternally exists with the father. That's kind of the problem here.
Yeah, so the citation on that specifically, like one of the ones that I would use is Nicholas of Mathone, specifically in his argument on the procession of the Holy Spirit. He wrote that in about 1150 AD. He says that all that the Father has also belongs to the Son, except for the paternal personal property. So paternal personal property, like obviously he's using it in different terms because he's writing in Latin with this one. But because the personal property remains a personal particularity, all that belongs to the Son also belongs to the Spirit, except again a filial personal property. And in general, except for the distinctive personal properties, all God-befitting attributes are common to the three. The particularity of the Father, or the personal property of the Father, is the begetting of the Son and the procession of the Spirit. The particularity of the Son is the begotten of the Father, and the particularity of the Spirit is proceeding from the Father. Thus, perfectly in the singular and simple Trinity remains the unity, having one nature undivided.
Wait, did he just say that the property of the father is active generation, though? Namely, his generation towards
Active
the Son.
generation and active spiration is considered one formal constituent in this view.
But then the problem here is that if active spiration is a constitutive of the father, at least formally, so like some formal grade of being which constitutes the father as he is, then the father is going to be constituted twofold. Maybe you're going to have... Yeah, that's cool. Go ahead.
Thing disconnected. Okay, there we're good. Go
Oh,
ahead. What did
right.
you say?
Okay, no. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can now. Go ahead.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I was saying, well, the problem here is then if active spiration and paternity are both going to be formally constitutive, meaning they're formal grades of being we predicate to the father, then the father is going to be constituted twofold, at least formally. So you're going to count two instances of paternity, or two hypostases or subsistences, namely that which is formally constituted by paternity, which has its correlative term of filiation, and active spiration, which has its correlative term of passive spiration. That's kind of the problem here. And
what is the
obviously,
issue at hand?
The issue at hand is that the father is going to be constituted twofold.
Yeah, so I mean, fecundity or principle,
kind of
like that would
cheap
be
and
that would be a single formal constituent.
How so? Because the concepts of paternity, its effect or term, a formal effect or term, is going to be filiation.
Well, just because fecundity is something that denotes two processions, it
No.
doesn't. What?
Oh no, fecundity just means the potency to produce, right?
Yes.
The producer potency. But the problem here is that the father cannot be produced merely formally constituted by producer potency, because the term of paternity is filiation, which has a distinct formal concept from active spiration. So if you're going to identify active spiration as a formal constitutive of the father, you're going to have two fathers. This is Scheben's argument.
How would there be two fathers?
Because the formal concepts of paternity and active spiration have two distinct effects or terms.
Yeah, so if the way in which, for example, principle or fecundity is something that denotes active spiration to the Spirit obviously possessing passive spiration, that we can still see that there's a particular manner in which it comes from the Father versus a particular manner in which the Son comes from the Father, and that same principle, it doesn't make it twofold or make two fathers. I'm not really see where that's coming from.
No, the inference there is going to be, or how it makes two fathers, is because if we're going to say, so a formal constitutive for you, you're going to agree that it's going to be some formality, so some formal concept, which just makes some subsistence or primary substance that which it is, right? Yeah. That's going to be like the definition of a formal constitutive. Okay, cool. So if it's going to be twofold, namely paternity and active spiration, which, this theologian seems to just reduce to fecundity for some reason. I don't really understand that, but let's just grant it. Then the problem here is, as I've articulated prior, is that when we have the formal concept of paternity, and we thus consider its formal correlative term, which is filiation, and then that of active spiration, which is passive spiration, these are going to include two distinct formal concepts. So you're going to have to say there is one that begets or has some opposite term of filiation, then there's another that has some opposite term of spiration. That's kind of Sheba's argument. But back to what I was saying then, do you believe the Son has active spiration in any way? Like, is there any repugnance between filiation and active spiration? Because the problem here is, under any definition of real
I
relation,
mean, I already admitted that like there would be a repugnance, but that repugnance would be a mystery.
I don't concede Mysterianism here, though. I wouldn't concede Mysterianism here. That's kind of the issue, because you can't really just
So your critique is I don't accept that. I don't understand. I mean, I'm giving you my position.
I would not concede mystery is a sufficient answer here, because
I'm sorry to hear that.
No, I mean, we have good reasons to postulate as to why we could reject that. Because active spiration, or the ability to spirate, if it is not formally, if there's no repugnance between the time of filiation and then active spiration, i.e. the ability to spirate, well, it would be numerically one in filiation as it is in paternity. Unless, another argument can be given as to not why. Like, you can give like perhaps go like Scholaris' account of like radical constitution instead, but that's going to lead to the same issues as I articulated prior.
Yeah. So, I mean, just because of the fact that I appealed to mystery when it comes to the repugnance of the way in which there is repugnance between active spiration and filiation, like, doesn't mean that then therefore like my position is wrong. I'm still waiting for like how that can't be the case. I don't understand. That's our position.
But it doesn't postulate any good reason as to why we should think active spiration is not possessed by the Son. Like, if you just say, "Oh, it's just
doesn't tickle your brain enough," I don't understand.
It's not about tickling my brain enough. It's that I don't think you should even assent to something if you can't postulate a good reason for it. If you can't give a really good reason as to why active spiration is not possessed by the Son, despite the fact if we just accept any model of real relations, there can only be a distinction in virtue of repugnance, or some correlative terms, then active spiration is going to be necessarily possessed by filiation, and therefore it would be numerically one in both, so both would be the principle of the Spirit. That's kind of the argument.
It would be as simple as the fact that there's no semantical equivalence between, or there's not a semantic equivalence between the procession of the Spirit and the begetting of the Son. So if they're not semantically equivalent, which is like universally agreed upon by like every father, then obviously there would be some form of distinction that exists, but that doesn't mean that then therefore we must understand the way in which they're distinct in that manner.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, like, I've had discussions with Eastern Orthodox Christians on the Filioque before. They usually go to this quote, I'm pretty sure it's by St. Gregory, right? Where he says that one cannot pry into the mystery of the distinction between procession and generation. Mm-hmm. So, and I mean, after that, it's really just a part of whether or not you accept it's a mystery or not.
See, Lewis pulled up and he just ran just too easy. Obviously,
I don't think he ran. He disappeared. I think he had a phone call. What's up, Lewis?
I was trying to give Lewis some aura, man. Like, come on, man.
GG's. Do you think Polemos taught eternal manifestation?
I mean, I would say that if he didn't directly speak about it, that he at least assented to it because he accepted Blackernay. So,
okay.
It was a pan-Orthodox synod by the time that the Palamite synods convened, so he had to have accepted eternal manifestation to be a part of the church.
So, what if he directly goes against it in his writings?
Well, I mean, you'd have to obviously show that, and two, I think that honestly isn't true.
Can you go to Second Apodictic Treatise, section 60?
Let me see if I have it already in my notes, but
it should be on if you can't find it, it's on a website called i.looksmax.org. You can also find the translation of.
Yeah, it's definitely not on i.looksmax.
Chris,
No,
I
I'm
don't
being
have
so
it. I don't
serious.
have it in the
can-
second apodictic treatise. I don't have that note. So what is it specifically?
Okay. I'll send you an image and you can pull it up.
Okay.
by the way, he was smiling the entire time. He's just about to send a mogging face of himself.
Dude, there's no way we're adding Palamos to like Black Pill, dude. This is the dumbest thing. That's really bad.
Yeah, bro. The Palamos taught the filioque universal distinction.
It's not even. No.
I mean, it's really just kind of like an epistemic thing. Like when people are just like, "Oh, can you show where X father past Black Grenade teaches eternal manifestation?" Well, he's not a heretic to the church, so he obviously assented to that doctrine. Just because he didn't use it in his argumentation doesn't mean he didn't affirm the position. That's like going back to people like Saint Justin Martyr and saying like, "Oh, well, where does he talk about Trinity?" Like it's just like, bro, like that doesn't mean he didn't affirm the Trinity. Like, holy shit.
Facts,
He
bro.
was in
Show
the
me
church.
Where Justin Martyr taught in hypostaton, bro. Said it verbatim. I need to see that.
Exactly. Show me where Cyril affirms in hypostaton, bro.
I could do that.
He actually does, by the way.
Oh, of course he does, but
I could do that. I feel like Bryce said that just so we could say that out loud.
Yeah.
I see it. He's trying to rage
I'm
bait.
rage baiting a different group right now. Rage baiting a different group.
I've got good quotes for him.
Marilyn wants to debate me. I would love to have a conversation with you, Marilyn. That'd be fantastic. I know you have a funny view. I'd love to talk to you. There we go. i.looksmax.org.
Is this as Jay Dyer would say, a wine mom?
This is actually wild too. Look at this. Wait, let me pull my thing up here. The attachment that he sent me actually is from i.looksmax.org.
Yeah, y'all thought I was trolling.
He put this on this website. I gotta read this whole thing.
Sections 61 and 60.
I'm gonna start posting my papers on i.looksmax.com so everybody that looks maxes can.
Dude, I didn't know about the website until I read the apodictic treatises. That's
I gotta start posting my papers too.
So whoever
if it's
says
a little
that the
blurry,
Holy
you can just click on the website as well.
I can see it. So whoever says that the Holy Spirit comes forth through the Son and from the Son, according to the supply, has soundly presented the mutual will of the Father and the Son, for the Spirit is supplied to those who are worthy by the goodwill of the Father and the Son by his own joint goodwill. But one who says that the Spirit has existence through the Son and from the Son irreverently presents the Spirit as a work of will and creature by necessity, not as the fruit of the divine nature. According to the sacred Damascene, the creation is a work of divine will, but not the divinity. Away with the thought, for again, according to the same Father, neither is the pre-eternal or everlasting begetting a procession of work of will, but rather of the divine nature. But how do you yourself, O Latin-minded, based, says the Spirit is from the Father through the Son and from the Son, for we know that the manifestation is temporal, but we also know that temporal things came to be through the Son. Are you talking about that section? Is that the thing that matters to you?
Well, there's a bunch of parts that matter in these two sections, but that's one of them.
Okay, and so while we say that the Spirit is manifested from him and through him, we do not say that he proceeds from him or through him. How is it you say that the Spirit is through him? If you mean it transitively, then in the sense of crossing through or passing by, what impiety for you to think that the Spirit passes through the Son as through a channel, but then he who fills all things is ever complete will be empty of himself in between, and the Spirit will be circumscribed as in a location in the Son, which is and the area in which the Spirit will be circumscribed will be the boundary of the Son. And the Son will not be of the same nature as the Spirit, for the nature of a place is not in the same as the nature of what is in it. Furthermore, how can the Son himself be in the Spirit that passes through him transiently?
Okay, keep going.
Wait, so I am reading the entire thing.
Yeah, I said sections 60 and 61.
But if he is, as it were, through an instrument, this is also irreverent. For the nature of an instrument is one thing, and the nature of what is done through it is something different. And again, the nature of him that executes is what is done, done through is also different. So what is still left for you to say is this: just as all things are from the Father through him, not transitively but creatively, not as through an instrument but as through a co-creator, this is also how the Spirit is through him. So do you see, O man, to where you degrade the most high Spirit with the things you classify the God over all? Nevertheless, he says, I am referring to him not as a co-creator but as co-processor. Consequently, if the Spirit also jointly causes procession, then he will also, in effect, complete himself, just as in jointly creating just as in jointly creating, he brings all things to completion. Rather, he will not complete himself, but some other spirit indistinguishable from himself and contemplated in his own hypostasis. Besides, what has been given substance is something altogether different from the Father who creates through the Son and the Spirit. And when the Father both begets and causes processes before the ages, although the two that issues from his own self are consubstantial, yet each is different from him and each other is in respect to hypostasis.
Okay, so there's a couple things I want to point out. So one, if he's terming manifestation to be temporal, then
he's talking about the effect in that regard.
Wait, hold on. If he's terming manifestation to be temporal, he's directly contradicting the Cyprian, who, as quoted in Staniloy, talks about the property and the manifestation itself being eternal. He says that in Scripta Apologetica, and I can pull up the quote as quoted in Staniloy as well, in Theology in the Church, chapter 1, as well.
Yeah, this is a word concept fallacy, right?
How is this a word concept fallacy?
Because the way that Palamas is using manifestation is not identical to the way that Gregory Cyprus is using manifestation, because the way that Gregory Cyprus is using manifestation specifically denotes the ability to send as a power. Manifestation being used by St. Gregory Palamas is the way in which that terminates, or the effect of it.
So is Palamas denying the formulation of Blackernay?
How the hell did you get that with what I just said?
Well, so does he have to assent to the formula, Bryce?
He has to ascend to the Blackernay formula, yeah. Okay. So how is he going against the Blackernay formula?
Now, if we're talking about the manifestation through the Son, right, as an eternal thing, he says no, given the fact that manifestation is temporal. So if he's saying that it can't be the case, given that manifestation is temporal, right there he's negating the formula of Blackernay.
Yeah, you can see that the way that he's using manifestation in this regard is not the same way that he's using manifestation by Gregory Cyprus, because right after he says, "For we know that the manifestation is temporal, but we also know that all temporal things came to be through the Son," he's referring to like the actual energetic procession, or the way that creation comes to be. He's not talking about it in the way in which, for example, the manifestation or the ability to send as a power in the first place. It's not. Okay, it's not the same thing. So he's not refuting Gregory Cyprus here. Are you just going to say I don't agree, or what?
Well, hold on. I don't disagree that he's using manifestation in a different sense.
So then
I'm saying
that's a concession.
Bryce, do you not want a response, or are you just going to overtalk me again?
Go ahead, dude.
Okay, so if he's negating that in the formula of manifestation right there, because he only negates the fact of the Spirit manifesting eternally, given what his usage of manifestation is. Now, you can say that it's a word concept fallacy, but this is just like diorite gibberish. Let's keep going on.
A word concept fallacy is gibberish?
No, it's the diorite rhetoric and gibberish that a bunch of EOs use online.
Dude, a word concept fallacy is a real thing, dude.
No shit. Did you not understand what I'm saying?
So you saying that he is rejecting the Blackernay formula because he says the manifestation is temporal, and he's using the word manifestation to denote that, and you're saying that he's denying eternal manifestation by saying that. Am I wrong?
Okay, listen.
That's called a word concept fallacy.
Okay, listen. The point of me pointing out you saying word concept fallacy, which you overutilize, as long with a bunch of EOs.
I barely say that.
Oh my goodness! Just listen. Which you do. I've had several conversations with you. You're like, "That's a word concept fallacy. That's a word concept fallacy." But if you want to move on from the first point in the paragraph, I can also move to him saying that we deny he proceeds from or through the Son.
Where? Later in
the text. I can't remember if it's in 60 or 61.
Okay, so
I think it's more. I think it's in 60. You can go on the website and just find the page.
I mean, you showed me 60 and 61 right here. I'm reading it. Like what?
Yeah, here we do not say that he proceeds from or through him.
Wow.
So like it's the third sentence of. But is that not disagreeing with Blackernay? Because
Because Blackernay specifically in the tome of Blackernay, it says that we do not say in any sense that the Holy Spirit proceeds through the Son for his existence. That's all he's saying here. He's saying the exact same thing.
So he's saying that we deny that he proceeds from. Okay, so if you read through Blackernay,
I've read through
especially-
Blackernay.
Okay, now if you know within the whole point of it was given that
Oh.
it's a response to Second Leon's and Becca's.
Mhm.
Now they're not denying the formula that he proceeds per filium, right, through the Son. They're denying through the Son denoting existence, right, the constitution of existence. That's not what's being said here. He says we deny that he proceeds. We do not say he proceeds from or through him.
Yeah, for his existence.
So can you say, where does it say that? It doesn't say
Are you,
that.
what, are you serious? That's your argument now?
It does, Bryce. Where
Your
does it
argument
say
is where does it where does he where your
It doesn't
argument
say-
is where does Jesus say Trinity? That's your argument?
Where the heck am I saying that? Well, how is that?
That's what
even
you just
any
did.
equivalent?
You're assuming that because it says we do not say that proceeds from him or through him, that he's just saying in any sense whatsoever. That's your argument?
Bryce, read
The whole
read
point
it
of the
back.
apodictic treatises on the Holy Spirit in the first place is to show that it is not through his existence. That's the entire point of the whole work, is to show that he does not receive. Like it literally says, but one who says that the Spirit has existence through the Son, from the Son, irreverently presents the Spirit as a work of will and creature by necessity. So then when he says we do not say that he proceeds from him or through him, he's just saying for his existence.
Based.
Okay, so then if you read further, he talks about Muzalan's formula, who was a student of Gregory Cyprus, talking about the channel or him proceeding through. That's where it says transitively.
Okay.
Okay, so right there, do you know who Theodore Muzalan is?
No.
Okay, I can send you the Greek.
You can send me his quote on it or something if you have it.
Yeah, he was a student of Gregory Cyprus. So he was at Blackernay and he was helping the formulation and the propagation of the doctrine at Blackernay and after 1285.
Okay.
And the usage, well, him and condemning as through a channel or transitively is going against his formulation, who was a direct student and receptor of the doctrine of Gregory Cyprus. So if he's
Okay.
going to go against that as well, he's also going to go against the direct student of Gregory Cyprus, who we
Yeah.
can know further of his doctrines.
So with what he just said prior to that, if he says if you mean it transitively in the sense of crossing through or passing by, he's still referring to people that would be affirming that for his existence, which Blackernay denies as well.
Where that's not even in the chapter. Bryce, you're deriving this from nowhere.
What do you mean? I'm getting it right from the top where he starts making the argument. So everything that exists below the argument in 60, because each section, 60 and 61, are specific arguments. So the beginning of 60 is regarding through the Son for existence. So if he says transitively here, if you even say that it's transitively or in the sense of crossing through or passing by for his existence, because that's the direct context up here, then therefore that would then still be denoting existence. It wouldn't have to anything to do with going against Blackernay. He would not have been in the church if he would have denied Blackernay. Blackernay was already universally accepted by Palamas' time. The Palamite synods would not have happened if he denied it. The Palamite synods were built off of Blackernay.
Okay, so then you understand that in all of scholarship, like for instance, Stanley Loy, you have Vivier Sophie, you have all these people. They do not utilize these texts of him saying through the Son to denote him believing in eternal manifestation. If you look at Vivier and Sophie, she utilizes the formula of resting instead of whenever Palamas says through the Son. Given the fact that there's a scholar, he's a Serbian scholar, I can also send it to you. His name is Mekonja Knezovic, right? He points out that Palamas's usage of dia or through means that it terminates in creation or the ordering of the persons. He never once talks about or mentions the fact that it has anything to do with manifestation, and he's a top Greek scholar.
Okay. So he's not denoting it in terms of eternal manifestation then, right?
But he doesn't think through means manifestation at all.
Again, that's not at all here where it's saying that that's the case.
Oh
Nothing in here is making that argument.
I'm talking about Makonya Knezevich.
Are we arguing
So-
about the text or what are we doing?
Yes, we're arguing about the text, but his work, it's called Ekendia in the Apodictic Treatises on the Procession of the Holy Spirit in Gregory Palamas. And he nowhere believes the fact that dia means manifestation. My whole point in saying this is to back further of me saying Palamas doesn't believe in eternal manifestation.
Yeah.
He doesn't believe
So-
dia denotes any form of eternal manifestation.
The argument that I just gave is based off of the direct context to section 60 of the Second Apodictic Treatise. So the
Okay,
direct context is to refer through to mean anything regarding the existence. So if he's saying that we do not affirm through in any sense, then it has to do with the direct context of the whole argument being made.
Well, it doesn't necessarily apply. Like I can make an argument. Wait, just listen. I can make an argument and I can mention existence, right? And how a person says this, and I can further an argument against something that doesn't necessitate existence. Hello?
I'm here. Sorry.
Oh.
Hold on.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Okay. So I can make an argument that doesn't necessitate, receiving existence, like other arguments I'm going to publish next week. It doesn't mean that direct context or the backing of it is necessarily within that context or that quote given. Like, for instance, I can say, the Son is inherent to the manifestation of the Spirit. And if the manifestation of the Spirit is only constituted given the fact of the Son, then that makes a Son a principle. That doesn't necessitate the fact of the person believing it's from existence or not.
Dude. I just said the reasoning behind why that wouldn't be going against Blackernay. I gave an argument as to how that would be the case. Just because your argument against that is doesn't always have to be the case. Like,
well, yeah, I'm saying that my reading of Palamas doesn't necessitate, him saying we don't believe we do not say that he proceeds from or through him. That doesn't necessitate, him saying existence or given him reception of existence. Because he says later about the channel or transitively, that fact of him referring to Theodore Musalon's formulation does not have anything to do with receiving existence.
Yeah, I just gave an argument as to how that wouldn't be denoting the same thing that Blackernay is saying.
Right, you're gonna keep saying
because you keep saying because your argument is not literally against what I said. Your argument is I don't have to interpret it that way. That's your argument.
What? Oh my goodness! I should have stayed off TikTok, man. I'm gonna rage bait. I'm gonna. Anyways, again, I don't see anywhere within the context of this of page 61, right? When we're talking about when he also condemns the fact of through the Son.
All right, let me do this then. Hold on.
Do what?
Let's look at the first one. All right, section 29. Where it says, and so as the Holy Spirit proceeds from the Father and rests in the Son according to that aforementioned pre-eternal and incomprehensible procession and progression, how could he possess this progression from the Son on whom he rests? Therefore, if it is theologized that he proceeds from the Son again, this is definitely not referred to that progression, but another one, which is the manifestation unto us in the transmission of those who worthy. Did he say, right in that statement I just made, that as the Holy Spirit proceeds from the Father and rests in the Son according to that aforementioned pre-eternal and incomprehensible procession, that it's pre-eternal and incomprehensible?
Wait, hold on. I have that quote in my notes. Okay, can you read? Here, I'll just send it to you. You can pull it on the screen. Ave Maria.
Now the progression from the Father through the Son, which we mentioned, is also called the good pleasure of the Father and the Son, as it was assuredly wrought on account of the love of God for mankind. It is also called a sending and a giving and a condescension, and it always comes forth temporally and to certain persons for certain causes, as it might sanctify and teach and bring
Can you
remembrance.
put it on the screen as well, so we can like show
sure.
everybody else. There you go. Okay, so this is all given to a temporal and economic context, right?
This section right here, when it talks about the thing being given temporally, sure.
Well, it says that now there's a progression from and through the Son, in which we mentioned, right? So you can read that. And now, can you read the paragraph right after?
This one here, that's not highlighted?
Yeah. Yeah.
But there is also a pre-eternal and supernatural procession and movement and progression of the Spirit, which is causeless and in everything separate and transcendentally beyond good pleasure and love for man, since it is from the Father, not according to will, but only according to nature. We are obliged to examine here too, in this inexpressible and incomprehensible movement, does the Spirit coming forth from the Father have the same in whom he rests, according to the Scriptures, in a God-befitting manner? So, when we inquire, we find that the Father of the only begotten was well pleased to teach and reveal this to John, the forerunner and Baptist of the Lord, who says, "And I knew him not, but he that has sent me to baptize with water, he said, same said unto me, upon whom shall see the Spirit descending and remaining on him, the same in which he baptizes in the Holy Spirit." And so John bare record, saying, "I saw the Spirit descending from heaven like a dove, and it abode upon him."
Okay, so he juxtaposes the fact of the temporal through the Son, but the fact that the Spirit is eternally from the Father, right? Because
Cool.
but there's no mentioning of the fact, and so he juxtaposed the fact of through the Son and being from the Father, right? Now he's only pre-eternal and supernaturally from the Father, but not through the Son. That's what the implication is, and that seems to be.
Yeah, they're saying that there is also a pre-eternal and supernatural procession. This section right here is specifically talking about the Father for his existence. Sure.
Okay, but isn't there also a pre-eternal and supernatural procession through the Son?
Say that again.
Isn't there also a pre-eternal and supernatural procession through the Son?
Which is denoted right here in the exact same section, where it says, "And so as the Holy Spirit proceeds from the Father and rests in the Son according to that pre-eternal and incomprehensible procession and progression, how could he possess this progression from the Son on whom he rests?"
I don't think the formula of resting is...
That's the entire... Have you read Black Renee?
I have.
Then you'd know that the resting in the Son is the entire argument for eternal manifestation from St. John of Damascus.
Is that are you talking about Decree 3? Talking about
multiple decrees. They quote St. John of Damascus' exposition for like 90% of them.
Where is the formulation of resting in Black Renee? We can go through that too.
I had to pull up the notes on that too. Give me a sec.
Or you can just pull up the website.
But just to be clear though, the same exact section though, you will admit that he agrees that resting in the Son is pre-eternal and incomprehensible?
Yeah, I'll agree to that.
Okay, cool. So now let's look at Black Renee's understanding of resting in the Son.
Ave Maria.
I'm gonna have to look through this all again because I don't have my freaking notes on this section. So I'm just like literally reading through the entire thing. This might take me a minute, but I'm trying to find it.
I just did a look through the decrees. They don't say abide or rest when I'm talking about the Spirit.
Let me see if it's in the defense of the tome. Hold on.
Ave Maria, gracia plena, Dominus tecum.
Oh, I think I know where I got this argument. So, when it comes to in the sun, that's something I think I got from Saint Demetrius Staniloy, and that he was arguing regarding Black Ray.
Yeah, that's in a section on defending Polemos and theology in the church.
Yes, that would be in chapter 3, Trinitarian Relations, page 23. And then
It's also in chapter 1, I believe. In the second or third section. Yeah. It's resting.
Yeah, that's also that's also the resting upon him also is, I guess, what it denotes from Joseph Brahanios as well.
Yeah, it's non-black or not.
Okay, so if they're using that specific argument, right? These people saying that this has to do with the eternal manifestation, right? Just because of the even if because like I said, I still have to read through Black Renee again because I haven't read it in a while, and I also have like 5 notes on it. I don't have a ton of things on the exact tome. But that specific section is used by the majority of all the Palamite fathers that talk about eternal manifestation, that resting in the Son is that denotation of that occurring, of that being provided to the Son.
You can talk about the Palamites, but
are we not? We're talking about the Palamites affirming eternal manifestation, or whether or not they affirm or deny it, right?
Okay. Well, we're talking about Polemos, not all of the Palamites, because I would agree that at least people after Scholarius agree with it. We're talking about Polemos, not the whole Palamite tradition.
Okay, hold on. Let me bring up another person then.
Are you guys gonna get snow, Bryce?
What?
Are you guys gonna get snow?
We already got snow.
No, I'm saying like this big snowstorm.
Oh, I don't think we're getting that. No.
Oh, damn.
Dude, it's so bad over here. Like everybody's like buying bread and milk, bro.
Dude, in a couple hours, there's gonna be it's gonna start snowing, and we're supposed to get 9 to 14 inches.
Holy, that's good though. I love snow.
Well, not when you can't do anything.
No.
It's so over. I wonder if my classes are gonna get canceled then.
I hope so, bro. We pray.
'Cause I just transferred schools, so
I gotta go to work on Monday. It doesn't even matter, dude.
Burr has a job. It's so over.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. My bad.
It's so over. Burr's not a true Discordian.
No,
Shit, I keep missing my shots.
that's why there's Fortnite music in the background. You know,
Yeah.
arguing about Polemos and talking while playing Fortnite. And
Yep.
I think it was George Acropolita. Yeah. Hold on.
Bro. Oh, it's so over. It's so
Yeah,
Yo, Isaac,
so,
what do you think of this? You'll be able to-
Yeah, God bless you, Dante.
Yeah, never mind. Get Bryce.
So George Acropolita in the 1200s, He says this 40 years prior to Blackernay, actually. He says, it seems to me, this is, by the way, this is in the first discourse on the Spirit against the Latins, section 10. This is in Patrologia Graecos 140. It says, it seems to me that it was in order to rid those who would receive the proclamation of such a notion so that they might think that the Holy Spirit proceeds from the Father, but that it is inherent in or coexists with the Son, and that the Son receives the sending and the bestowal, or even the giving from him. I speak of the consensual and harmonious concurrence according to good pleasure.
What does this have to do with Palmas?
You said that nobody affirmed it until after Scholarios, right?
No, I said the Palamite tradition.
The Palamite tradition, in general. So the people, then the
I
people that
think-
even prior. Would you then agree? Then I guess people prior to Blackernay then affirmed it too.
Possibly a couple authors, yeah.
And so, here's my question, because I'm confused now. Because if this was a common thing that was used,
I wouldn't say common.
I mean, like this is just one of them, and I can get more, like Theophylact of Orid, for example, in 1090. Like there's multiple people that would use things like that, or we can
my boy Sammy thinks he taught the Filioque way.
I don't. Okay.
It's so over.
It's not the way that he freaking words that for sure, but let me see if it's in this one too.
I think Isaiah in the TikTok live speaks on like parsimony and the filioque way. So I don't know if it's exactly a authoritative appeal, but just letting you guys know.
He's what, 9th century, right?
No, he's 11th century.
11th, yeah. He's still. I'm pretty sure he's the same at first.
1090.
Yeah. Oy vey. So Isaiah, what do you think about the Nouvelle Theologie?
I haven't read it. I could care less.
It's not a book. It's a tradition of theology.
Oh, tradition. Oh, I thought you were talking about the conglomeration of works by the Jesuits.
No. No, the Nouvelle Theologie, they were a tradition who like argued against the Neo-Scholastics like Lagrange. So like De Lubin.
I thought you were talking about like the
But the STM.
Huh? No, I thought you were talking about like a book series like that's
Yeah,
a select few Jesuits.
Yeah, it's the Sacra Summa Theology.
I remember what I wanted to ask.
What's up, Bryce?
Yeah, I remember what I wanted to ask. So, would you say that, at least just historically speaking, the church was pan-Orthodox to Blackernay? The Eastern Orthodox Church was pan-Orthodox to Blackernay by the time that the Palamite synods were a thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you say that St. Gregory Palamas was a part of the same church that the Blackernay Council was a part of?
I mean, I've read against Beckus. Like, I know he believes in Blackernay. I just think he just doesn't agree with the formulas.
Again, the decrees themselves are dogmatic.
I understand that.
So then he has to assent to them, right?
Well, I mean, he could have not.
Again, that's not how that works. No theologian works like that.
What do you mean? Like, it's possible he could have not, and I don't think he did.
If he would have denied the decrees of Blackernay, he would have been excommunicated. Those decrees are binding.
They probably should have been.
Oh my gosh, are we serious?
Yeah.
Dude. So the entire church forgot about eternal manifestation in his time.
Maybe.
No, I'm not. That's not. No.
I mean,
that's a dumb
what
argument.
seems to be the case when we call him off.
That's not. No, that doesn't follow from that. If they have a council, and especially because of the fact that he obviously assents to Blackernay in against Becos, then obviously he accepts Blackernay. Like, how is that? Like, that's not hard.
And then he goes against it, man. I don't know.
No, he doesn't. He does. I showed you multiple times in all of these quotes. He didn't even actually go against Blackernay. He went against the notion that through the Son has anything to do with his existence. That's all he's saying in literally all of these passages.
I don't know, man. I don't know about that. Doesn't seem to be the case.
Bro, it's just a simple epistemic argument, dude. Just he's part of the same church that Black Rene was a part of. He assents to Black Rene, therefore he accepts the decrees of Black Rene. What?
Okay, well, we can go like it doesn't. That's not necessarily following or sound. Because like we could talk. Well, just listen. Let's look at the Scotists, right? The Scotists claim to follow Florence. They end up going against. Florence with their formulation of disparate relations.
It's actually referring to the spirit as.
But yet, you know, like they're still a part of the church. I mean, and the Pope said that they have a right claim to do so. And Frassen even tries to use Florence to justify his view, but that doesn't mean that that's actually the view and hearing in the council.
Okay, so the Scotists themselves, they believe that they are not against Florence, right?
Yeah, they would just say the relations are to refer to the spirit.
So they don't believe it because you can't go against them, right?
Well, I think they go against them at least implicitly.
I mean, I know that you say like you think they go against them, but obviously you know that in their mind they can't, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so then my point still stands.
Well, Palamas still, I think, went against Blankerne. I mean, he might have thought he not, but
Claude Fraven, bro, he was definitely like he was just
Brother.
trying to reject the Council of Florence, bro, willingly, bro.
dude, Frassen's kind of
Anyway, I'm
Master
gonna bring
Atheist.
Marilyn. Are you still in here?
Like there, buddy.
Oh, there he is.
Man, my
You
stream's
okay?
We're good,
If Palamas was a
All right.
strict observant Thomist, I'm a doctor of the church, dude. That does not make sense.
Dude, no, Crumbs is based though.
right.
Crumbs is based.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and talk with Marilyn now. I appreciate the conversation.
Oh, bro, that's so.
I'm excited for this. What?
Wait. By the way,
what's your
Bryce,
belief?
you know today was supposed to be, right?
It was supposed to be our debate, yeah.
Yeah, it's funny how things work. Anyways, go bless, man.
You brought fucking DK up here instead.
Who even is DK, bro? I don't know. Who is that guy?
His teacher.
Oh well. I hate when people say like, "Oh yeah, that's my student. That's my
teacher. That's my teacher, bro.
That's my parsimony."
Mm.
Yeah, we're just
He
gonna
is your teacher, bro. I know you're in a group chat with DK this whole time preparing for that debate prior to it. What's up, Marilyn?
What's
World, I
up?
love you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. What's going on?
What's going on? I haven't talked to you yet. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
Awesome. So, I guess we can just cut through the fat. We're all God because of God, and kings and queens, and everything should be free.
Okay. And do you affirm like the scriptures or what?
Of course I do. Jesus is God. Jesus is Lord. Jesus is King.
Are you also Lord and King? Queen?
I don't believe.
We.
I don't believe, yeah, exactly. I don't believe anyone is above God. Granted, obviously, no one is above God. But I also don't believe it.
I didn't ask if you're above God. I asked if you're on the same level of being God as Jesus is.
Right. I don't believe anyone is below God either.
That wasn't my question again. My question was, are you on the same level of being God as Jesus is? The same level.
Yes, I believe we're all truth. Aside from our, thoughts and ideas that change, I believe we're all truth in the flesh. I believe God's word is written on all of the tablets of our hearts, and we have no excuse. We already know the difference between nature and between who he is. I believe we are all sons and daughters, and Jesus was a son. So if he said anyone who does God's will is my brother, sister, and mother, we should not be idolizing words, and we should be,
I do get it.
friends of God.
So do you believe that you also can take the name I am that I am?
Of course.
Oh, you
I
are
am
I
that
am as
I am.
well.
We are all I am that I am. I am that I am, and you are who you are.
So you're the God of Abraham?
We are all you are. It's semantics. I believe that
Wait.
the things that you idolize, you put them over. You give them power and authority over God's promises over us.
Wait, I have a question though. Do you think like everybody or just like Christian people?
No, everyone.
Absolutely everyone? Wait, so how do
Absolutely.
people go to hell though? Do you just not think people go to hell?
I don't believe in hell. I believe that
Oh,
I believe even Lucifer will return home
Origin over here.
as
Okay.
a prodigal son. I mean, there's no place else to go but back to God. He's the beginning and the end.
How do we know the difference between us and God, though? Like, if we're, like for example, in Psalm 105, it says for us to call upon God's name, right? If you are I am and I am, how do we know who we're calling to?
Because we know the characteristics of God. We know God's
But you have those
identity.
characteristics.
Right, but if you believe a lie, if you have an agenda, or you want to control or manipulate in some way, you are not in order of God's law. Like, you are believing lies, so that would not.
Wait.
So,
like
one more thing, and then you can address it. Okay, so then if we look at something like Revelation 19:12, for example, where it says, his eyes are like a blazing fire, and on his head are many crowns, and he has a name written on him that no one knows but he himself. Who is that?
Read it again.
His eyes are like a blazing fire, and on his head are many crowns. He has a name written on him that no one knows but he himself.
I feel like that is everyone.
That's
Everyone's
Jesus.
like
It
that.
says it's Jesus right before that.
But you're idolizing Jesus. You're not considering
That doesn't
him a
address my
friend.
question. My question is that it's specifically stating that Jesus knows something that nobody else knows, and it's his name.
That's absurd.
The scripture is absurd.
No, you are saying that we don't know his name, and I'm sure he'd be glad to give us
He
his
said
name.
nobody knows his name.
Okay, well, why, knowing Jesus' character, would he not tell us his name?
I don't know why you're asking me to explain why Jesus doesn't give us his name. I don't know why you're asking me to tell you that.
Because that's absurd. That's
what
only
Jesus said.
But
I
that's
don't,
only
is what
thought.
he said absurd?
But it's only thoughts the enemy would have in his head. Jesus is overflowing with understanding and love and communication, and never wanting to keep anything hidden from you. You are worth to God. You are believing lies. Like, I don't know
Okay.
what to tell you.
So when Jesus says that he has a name written on him that no one knows except for him, and it's referring to Jesus here specifically, the rider on the white horse, that specific verse is Jesus tripping here.
So you're telling me when you enter the gates of heaven, and you are in heaven for all eternity, you will never know this name of Jesus. You're just going to walk in the beautiful, perfect grass and the crystal clear water, and you're going to walk and talk with Jesus. And for all eternity, you're never going to know this name. He's just going to hold this from you because it's just for shits and giggles. Is that like, what is happening?
I'm asking you to use your worldview and explain this based off of what you believe. You said that you believe in the scriptures.
I don't know the context.
It's Revelation 19. It's when Jesus comes back to judge the living and the dead.
It also says in Revelation, he who overcometh will sit with me on my throne, as I sit on my Father's throne. Like,
and how does that address this verse?
We are co-heirs with Christ. Jesus came to tell us Father's business, that we are no longer called slaves, but friend. Because a slave does not know his master's business. We know master's business. We know Father's business. In the Corinthians, it says we have the mind of Christ.
Okay, so on the last day, are you going to judge the living and the dead?
I feel like we get judged every day. I believe that all enemies... Listen, I believe that all enemies of the Lord melt like wax before the fire in his presence. And the man, God's prize portion, it remains. We are all by design of perfect.
How did any of
blessed
that
and
address
called
what I
very
just
good.
asked you? How did any of that address what I just asked you?
Because you're not taking into any
It says
consideration.
specifically that Jesus judges the living and the dead on the last day of resurrection. Do you agree with that?
I agree that everyone will enter into the gates of heaven because God is a good God and he leaves the 99.
But you just said
Can you
that the
just-
enemies of God will melt like wax.
I believe the like spirits of lies, beliefs that are not tangible. They're not you are truth in yourself, perfect design. What God sends out does not return void. I believe every child of God will be intact, and not a hair on their head shall be harmed in any of this process. God is a loving God. He would not want to be separated from a single one of his children for
Okay.
all eternity.
All right, so the specific section that talks about how Jesus, in the last day of the resurrection, is going to judge the living and the dead. Do you believe that Jesus is going to judge the living and the dead? That's a direct question. Can you answer it directly?
He will judge the living and the dead. And if you
Will
don't
you?
forgive if you don't forgive, you won't be forgiven. So everyone has to forgive in order to be forgiven. Then
By who?
that requires that everyone will be forgiven. If you do not forgive, you will not be forgiven. Which
Forgiven
means
by
if
who?
you don't, okay, let's set everyone in a line. Let's set everyone in a line on Judgment Day, and the
Who's
first
the one
goes.
forgiving?
It does. God's forgiving anyone. We're all God's forgiving. Okay, God's
Okay,
forgiving.
but are you forgiving, or is God forgiving?
I believe in the last days that every man, woman, every mother,
Will be
father, son,
judged.
daughter will be accounted for.
Okay.
And
So
everyone
God's going to be accounted for their sins.
I believe we will communion with God in the flesh and Jesus in the flesh, and they will have their own identity, and they will have their own flesh, and they will have their own, that you will be able to communion with both of them. I'm not saying I am Father God. I am saying that we will all be forgiven and we will all be dearly loved by him, period.
So you're not saying that like we're the same God, we're like all different gods, right?
We're all God. We're all just like Jesus. We're all 100%.
Okay, so you don't think that we're gonna go to so if someone like goes against God, you don't think that they're gonna like face judgment? Like ultimately like face judgment as in they're gonna face the fires of hell. They're not gonna face judgment for eternity.
I believe that they will stare at the face of God, and everything, all the lies that they believed will melt off of them, and they will be childlike again.
I just want to get your opinion
no
on this
way.
verse. Like it's a prophetic verse in Isaiah chapter 66, verse 24. And it says, "And they shall go forth and look upon the carcasses of the men that have transgressed against me, for their worm shall not die, neither shall their fire be quenched." Talking about how the fire will not go out. It's referencing how it's eternal, right? And it says the worm will not die, so the worm is not facing death.
What book is
An
this?
analogy here.
Sorry. What book is this?
Isaiah chapter 66. And it says, "And they shall be an abhorring unto all flesh." So what do you think of that? Just want to get your opinion.
I believe it's for a time. I believe there's a past, a present, and a future.
No, it said neither shall their fire be quenched. It's talking about their, like possessively, when they face that judgment because they transgressed against him. It says neither shall their fire be quenched, and they shall be an abhorring unto all flesh.
Is this talking about Judgment Day, or is this talking about what we're going through now?
It's talking about judgment day. It says previously, "For as the new heavens and the new earth, which I will make, shall remain before me, saith the Lord, so shall your seed and your name remain. And it shall come to pass that the one new to another, and from one Sabbath to another, shall all flesh come to worship before me, saith the Lord." So it's talking about the people that will face and participate in him, right? It's talking about what will happen after. And then it says, and they shall go forth and look upon the carcasses of the men that have transgressed against me. So it's distinguishing between the people that go to heaven and can participate in the new heaven and the new earth, and the people
Did it
that
not
go.
say my seed will not die, my seed will not, before all that, my seed will not perish? Like, didn't you read that? That my seed will not.
Your seed will not perish. You're not really responding to the verse. I want your interpretation. I'm not asking for another verse.
I do not give power and authority to death. I do not serve a death cult. I think we could harness the energy to live forever. I do not
What?
I do not believe that death is the goal in order to be saved or whatever.
What?
When Jesus comes back, there will still be people here. It won't be a desolate land. There will be people that will just walk right in. There will be people raised from the dead. There will be people healed. I believe God is the God of restoration and not retribution. I don't care what you're trying to focus on, a verse that
I'm just asking you about a verse.
it's
Like,
out of context. I'm not really sure.
it's not really out of context. I'm just asking you what it means when it says, and they shall go forth and look upon the carcasses of the men that have transgressed against me. Transgress meaning like to go against the law, to go against God, right? For their worm shall not die, neither shall their fire be quenched. Their fire. I'm wondering what you mean. Like,
But what goes after that?
what do you mean? What goes after that?
I mean, there has to be an after to try
That's
to,
the final verse.
if it's a parable and you're trying to give
That's
some
Isaiah. That is the final
distinction.
chapter of Isaiah. That's the very final chapter. There's no like
What's the next book after Isaiah?
Jeremiah.
It doesn't immediately continue chronologically, by the way.
That's
not how-
also that.
It's
not- yeah.
Isaiah ends his revelation there. Like the Isaiah done. It's done.
Verse 24 is the final. It's done to show what will happen after.
Okay, well, did Isaiah follow death's hand to the grave, or did Isaiah get walk right through with like Enoch and stuff? Like what?
Isaiah died.
Okay, he followed death's hand to the grave. He gave power and authority to death. Death was his God.
So Isaiah failed.
Isaiah failed.
So do you believe the Old Testament scriptures? Do you believe the Old Testament scriptures?
I believe God is real, and I believe
that wasn't my question.
I believe in Jesus and all them people.
Oh my gosh!
But
is the Old Testament divinely inspired? Is the Old Testament divinely inspired?
Yes, bro. Sure,
okay, so
sure.
the prophets are speaking for God, right?
What are you laughing about? Do you not realize?
However, and therefore.
This LARP can't go on forever, Marilyn. It can't go on forever. It doesn't work. Oh, hold on one second.
Chatted $5.72. Few cents for the incredible patience.
Thank you, well, Emmanuel. I appreciate that.
Am I a patient?
It's not fair because my view is like, okay, you guys are going towards death. You're like, okay, we're just going to go ahead. Even though Jesus said you will never perish, but have everlasting life. And according to your faith, it will be given unto you. And you will do greater works than Jesus. And he freaking fed 5,000 with 2 fish and 5 loaves of barley bread. Like, you guys are so enveloped in the death of Christ. And
so,
like over
Marilyn, Marilyn, if you die, do you fail the whole thing as well?
No, because we all like.
Then how did Isaiah fail?
He didn't fail. He just did not make it to the end of eternity. There were lies he believed, and
if that happens to you, then that's the same.
No, bro. Because
so you can die, but also not heaven. With what?
No, because listen very carefully. We are all part of the one body. If the majority believes in death and gives power to it, it is going to be the God that is going to have the most control. It's going to be like a magnet. It's going to have the most force.
Right.
It's going to have the most. Sorry, I had to say that. Just never mind. It's going to have.
So you don't
the
think you're
most
ever gonna die?
I believe we should be harnessing the energy to live forever. I don't believe we should be putting a time cap on our life.
How do you
I don't believe we
dude,
should be
you are
putting a
so
time
good
cap.
at not answering questions. It's insane. I just asked, do you think that you're ever gonna die, Marilyn?
It doesn't matter.
Yes,
Like,
it
no,
does.
no, I don't
W
plan.
rhetoric,
I
bro.
don't plan on it. I don't have a time cap for it. I'm
You
not
don't
setting
claim
a
that bad.
line.
You don't
I'm
claim
not.
that bad energy. You don't
I
claim that
don't
bad
claim
energy.
that. No, I don't claim that spell or that
Okay.
witchcraft. I'm not
Okay.
superstitious. I don't claim that. Absolutely not. And I pray others start to claim that, and they start living in their godlike abilities and their Christ-like Holy Spirit, and they realize that we draw from the well that never runs dry. There is no reason that we need to. I mean, I understand why.
How do you know
people
that
want
God
to.
is revealing these things to you and not revealing different things to others?
W
I
rhetoric,
mean,
bro.
we're all getting it slowly but surely. But I mean, I've
But
been
how do you
through
know
a
that you've
lot.
gotten a lot of it? How do you know you've gotten like the message that nobody else gets? Because I don't know if you could point to a single person in history that believes what you believe.
Bro, there's only
Name
two
one
paths.
person.
Like there's only two paths. Like Jesus said, if you have
Yeah, everyone
You're the
else's
only
path
one on
and
that path.
everyone else's path and Marilyn's path. That's what it is according to you.
No. Do you feel okay? Let me put it this way. If they would not have crucified Jesus, do you feel as though Jesus would have died in some way, like gotten old and died?
No, he's not. His
No.
body was not subject to any corruption because he was free of any sin.
Okay, then he made us white as snow. What is
Okay,
wrong
so
with y'all?
so every other person that came before Christ, they basically accepted the God of death. Everyone prior to him.
They accepted the God of death, exactly, and Jesus had to break a few
What?
psychoses.
Okay.
Jesus had to
So
break a few
Abraham
psychoses.
failed. So Isaiah failed. Moses failed.
Fail.
Everyone failed.
Fail.
Okay. And then everyone after Jesus also failed.
It's not that they
Oh,
failed.
but you though, Marilyn
Not that they
figured it out,
failed.
right? Marilyn
Marilyn ain't
figured
gonna
it
die,
out.
bro.
She ain't gonna die.
Marilyn ain't dying.
It's not
She's
that they
not
failed.
gonna die though.
It's not that they failed. It's that they did not rightly divide truth. It's not that they
What?
didn't try to
Mm.
You know
rightly
who wrote
divide
that?
truth.
Someone that failed. Someone that failed wrote that. By the
Yeah,
way.
somebody
Said
that
rightly
failed
divide
wrote that.
truth. Okay, well, I'm standing in the
In
gap.
Timothy.
Yeah, but
in
you're
Timothy, where
you're
it says
listening to
that.
all these people that failed, bro.
Yeah,
But they're all God. They're all
What?
God. We're all part of the one
But we're
body.
God.
We're all
We're
part of the
apparently
one
God too, though.
body. You must.
Oh my gosh. But if we're all supposed to be God, we wouldn't die though. That's do you not see?
But
You got to be
do
trolled.
we not perish because of lack of knowledge?
Someone who failed wrote that.
Oh my God.
Rightly dividing the word of truth.
Because of them, I am able to. So their power goes on. It's not like they're gone forever. Eternity is a long time. We will be reunited with them. It's not like they failed. It's not like we won't be reunited.
But
It's that we are at a precipice. I mean, eventually something's got to give. We have to stop living in fear porn. We have got to stop living in
What?
this.
What?
Oh my gosh! Are you?
Confusion.
Yeah, dude.
Eternity is a long time. W. Awesome. Thank you, Zay. I appreciate that, bro. I can't. Yeah, you can't say that. Come back up, Marilyn, if you want to keep talking.
Base Maryland, dude.
I'm enjoying this. She can come back up if she wants. I gotta fully flesh out her worldview, and then look in the past and see if I can find somebody. Everybody's saying, "Don't come back." Said, "Oh, please don't come back." What's up, Ahmed?
Oh yeah.
Oh, what's up, guys? I think that Islam is the true religion. I don't think Jesus is God. I think Allah is God.
Why do you deny the scriptures that say he is?
Because I believe in the Quran. I believe in the Bible
Oh,
too, but I believe that the Quran is the word of God.
okay. And so when it comes to like the Quran, right, is the Quran the thing that makes the claim that Muhammad's a prophet in the first place?
The Hadith does.
The Hadith makes the claim that he's a prophet. The Quran doesn't?
Yeah. The Quran states it, but it doesn't like explicitly say that he is a prophet.
Okay. So, but you believe obviously Muhammad's the unlettered prophet, right? In the
Yeah, I
Quran.
believe Muhammad is the prophet, last
Okay.
prophet.
Okay. And so, do you believe that Muhammad was in continuity with the other prophets?
What do you mean?
Yeah. Do you believe that like he taught the same things as the other prophets and knew basically that all of the other prophets basically taught what the Quran taught?
The descriptions are
Yeah.
verifiable. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with that being said, right, how would you be able to actually verify that the prophets who came before, like what would you use to verify that the previous prophets actually are on the or that they are in continuity with Muhammad?
Because it was mentioned in the Quran and the Hadith.
Because it's mentioned in the Quran. So the thing that we just talked about, right, the claim, that's what you use to verify that the old scriptures are fine.
Well, I don't get your point.
Yeah, it's
I don't
called
get your
it's a
argument.
it's a really big circle. It's a really big circle. It's a really bad circle too. Because it comes after, and the Quran makes a very explicit claim that Muhammad is a prophet. And so in order to figure out if he's a prophet, we look back to the previous prophets, but whatever disagrees with the claim itself is denied. So again, how do you get out of it just being a complete circle?
It's not a circle because the prophet taught what's in the Quran, but the Quran was only revealed
It's because
later.
he revealed the Quran.
And the prophets, yeah,
So
the
of course
other
he taught what's in the
prophets,
Quran.
yeah, the other prophets also taught what's in the Quran, not just
Yeah,
Muhammad.
but they
But the
also taught
Quran was
things that are
revealed.
apparently not in the Quran, which you would say is a corrupted verse or something. Like,
The
saying
prophets
that we're all
never taught
sons of God, like every prophet would say.
the prophets never taught anything that's not in the Quran or that's not in the standpoints of Islam.
So all of the verses that I can show you in the Old Testament that are verbatimly against what the Quran would be teaching when it comes to like what you're allowed to say about God and et cetera and things like that, you'd say are corrupted, right?
It depends on the verse. I don't believe the Bible has been edited. Some Muslims do, but I don't think the Bible has been corrupted
What?
or edited.
Really? So
You don't
when
think-
Jesus refers to Allah as his father, is that okay?
No, that's not okay. I think
Okay.
that
But he says that multiple times in the
humans,
New Testament.
I think that humans should not call God their father. I think
Yeah,
they
but
should
you
call
think
him God.
you think Jesus is a human. So like that he's
Yeah.
just a mere man. So in the New Testament when he constantly refers to the God as his father, literally every verse pretty much when he's talking about the father, is he committing shirk?
No, he's not committing shirk. He's just miswording God for father.
So he's making a mistake.
Yeah.
So prophets can make mistakes and sin in your view. Because as
Well,
last time
again-
I checked, Muslims don't believe that.
Again, like I said, the Quran itself does not state that Jesus is God. It
It
states
does.
that he's a prophet.
Multiple times. Do you want me to show you?
So you're saying the Quran states that Jesus is God?
No, not the Quran. I'm talking about the New Testament, which you think is not corrupted. You said it's not corrupted. So do you want me to show you where he obviously is God?
Yeah, show me.
All right.
John 20,
I'm going to show you
28,
this. Nah, we're just going to do John 1:1, bro. No need.
No, that's good too.
So in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. You get it so far?
Yeah.
He was in the beginning with God. All things were made through him, and without him nothing was made that was made. If you look at verse 14, it says, the Word became flesh and dwelt among us, and we beheld his glory, the glory as the only begotten of the Father, full of grace and truth. Who is that?
Are you there? I think I heard somebody in the background, so he may be a little busy. I've never heard that position in my life, though. The Bible's not corrupted.
Yeah, me neither.
Pretty wild, dude. There's a lot of shirk going on. Oh, all right. Well, good talk. Okay.
Glad we got that sorted out. Go to a church. Wow.
Hey, W continuity conundrum.
Yeah.
Hey, you ready? The scriptures are verifiable. Muhammad is a false prophet. The scriptures are not verifiable. Muhammad is not a prophet.
That's actually not bad, too.
Muhammad is either a prophet or not a prophet. Muhammad is not a prophet, therefore Imam false.
What's up, Jay-Z?
I love Rumi.
I love Rumi, too. He's funny.
Talk to him all the time, dude.
Hello, Jay-Z.
Hello. How you guys doing today?
Doing good, man. What's up?
Jesus is not God.
Okay, what do you think he is?
He's Christ consciousness.
Yo, bro.
First time I ever. Hold on, listen. That's the first time I ever saw you smile, bro. Stop being so nonchalant, bro.
All right.
Come on, bro. You got to be happy, bro. We all got to be happy.
Are you trolling me?
No, actually, I'm actually looking into Christianity though. I just wanted to ask some couple questions.
All right. Go ahead.
Oh my gosh. So why can
How many gods died on the cross? Sorry.
Yo. No,
All right.
no. I'm actually like New Age, right? And I'm looking into Christianity. I'm being honest. So explain to me why people in different religions, right, can do miracles and cast out demons and things like that.
Explain to me why things that are outside natural means can occur in other religions.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
because
the same
demons
things
have power.
I mean, okay. So the Muslims can say the same thing about y'all, right?
I mean, yeah, sure they can. That's why it becomes a historical argument at that point. If that's why arguing about miracles is not really a way that we would try to show that Christianity is true, because other religions are going to say, "Oh, well, I got miracles in my religion." That's why it's not. We don't argue for Christianity with that.
Oh man, you got me on that one. I ain't gonna lie. Okay.
All right.
No, I ain't gonna lie. You did get me on that. Hey.
Oh shucks.
So why is y'all?
It's like you did like a snap. You did a
sound so. Why is that making me sound so like slow? I was finna say.
You said, "Why am I making you?" I'm not making you sound slow, bro. I'm just answering your questions.
Dude, I saw that video with like you versus the Hindus, and I was like, let me join this guy, see what he got going on.
That was freaking man. Those Hindus were on one, bro. They were trying to teach me about tetralema logic, and I almost freaking died.
What?
Thanks.
Yeah, bro.
Okay, so what's the historical argument? You said that you have a historical argument. Bring me to Christianity.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, the historical argument.
I honestly want to. I'm honestly seeking. So.
Okay. So like, what things do you currently believe about Jesus Christ and what he did?
I mean, I believe he's a real person. Obviously, has something to do with the spiritual realm. I would have to say.
Okay. So do you believe that he was properly following the spiritual realm?
What you? Yeah.
Okay. So he was a good. So he was a good guy. He wasn't a bad guy.
No.
All right. So when it comes to like the Gospels and stuff like that, right? Matthew, Mark, and John are eyewitness testimonies specifically to Jesus Christ. They lived with him. They were following him every day, and they wrote about what they heard from him, and they wrote about the stories that they saw from him and what he did, etc. And one of the main things that they talked about, though, was that the fact that he apparently died and resurrected from the dead. He was crucified on the cross for all of our sins. And that was one of the main things that they were trying to get across to everything. And there's a lot of things that are within the New Testament that Jesus actually ends up prophesying that ends up actually coming true after the Bible. Like, for example, the destruction of the temple in 70 AD. The temple of Jerusalem, you can look this up yourself, was destroyed in 70 AD by the Romans. And Jesus actually said himself in I think it's the Gospel of Matthew, he says that that was going to happen, that it's going to be destroyed and it's going to be raised up again. Right? So he makes multiple different prophecies about these different things in history that are going to occur. And according to Paul, which is one of the people who used to be a Pharisee or a Jew who was against Christians, he was persecuting Christians, ended up actually seeing a resurrected Christ. And he actually said that there were over 500 witnesses to his resurrection. This is actually one of the reasons why Christianity started spreading so fast. Because otherwise the religion wouldn't have been able to spread as fast as it did. Because by the first century, there was a ton of churches already, a ton of them. You can see that in Paul's epistles. He wrote in like 50 AD, and he was writing to a ton of different churches that were in completely different regions. So these churches that already existed, right, before even in the first century, in the middle of the first century, which is huge because it was only about 20 years after Christ died and resurrected. And throughout this time, you can actually read after the Bible. You can even read the disciples of the apostles themselves, the people that came directly after the apostles. Like, for example, St. Ignatius of Antioch and St. Polycarp, they were disciples of St. John the Apostle themselves. And so you can read all of their works. You can read all of the works of everybody who came after them, the people who came after them, and who came after them, all the way up to today. And you can, and every single person, every single one of the apostles that started a church, you can actually trace back all of the patriarchs that we have in our church, going back to those people. Like, for example, the Church of Antioch, right? Like, I'm Antiochian, and Patriarch John the 10th, he has a direct lineage to St. Peter. W papal supremacy. Sorry. Anyway, but. Yeah. So like we have a continuity. I mean, that continuity exists, and it's unbroken of that faith that was passed on.
So he was crucified, right? So like he definitely was crucified, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's known by even atheists, bro. Like, even like there's not even like any atheists that would deny that he died on a cross at least. Question is why?
What was he historically like preaching? Like,
that he was God. And the Jews didn't like that.
That's false. He was not saying.
You want me to show you where they tried to? You wanted to show me where they? You want me to show you where he tried to kill? Where they tried to kill him because he said, "I am God."
Wait, hold on. You can? Yes, show me that. But
I can.
Yeah, you can. You may. Hold on.
All right. You see this? All right. This is John chapter 8. We can start at verse 54. It says, Jesus answered, "If I honor myself, my honor is nothing. It is my Father who honors me, of whom you say that he is your God. Yet you have not known him, but I know him. And if I say I do not know him, I shall be a liar like you. But I do know him and keep his word. Your father Abraham rejoiced to see my day, and he saw it and was glad." Then the Jews said to him, "You are not even 50 years old. How have you seen Abraham?" Jesus said, "Most assuredly, I say to you, before Abraham was, I am." Do you know who I am is?
Moses, like when he was, I think Exodus 3:14, something like that.
Exodus 3:14, God says, "I am who I am." Sometimes it's also, "I am that I am." And he said, "Thus you shall say to the children of Israel that I am has sent me to you."
Well, I heard John 8:58 is just describing him being the I am of some part of John 8:50. I can't remember. Hold on.
Well,
Like
this specific
basically,
verse, this specific section where he's saying that I've been with Abraham and he knows me is because of Genesis 18. If you look at
yeah,
Genesis 18, it's the same situation where he says, the Lord appeared to him by the terebinth trees of Mamre as he was sitting in the tent at the door of the heat of the day. So he lifted his eyes and looked. Behold, 3 men were standing by him. And when he saw them, he ran to the tent door to meet them and bowed himself to the ground and said, my Lord, if I have now found favor in your sight, do not pass by your servant. Right? This is when he met with Abraham. In John 8, he's specifically referring to that moment. He's saying it was me. That's why. And then they immediately, look, verse 59, then they took up stones to throw at him, but Jesus hid himself and went out of the temple, going through the midst of them, and so passed by.
yeah. But John 8:53, they was obviously confused on what he was saying, right? Like they was obviously confused. So I wouldn't be surprised if they try to stone him, right?
Yeah, but look, you see how in verse 53 he says, are you greater than our father Abraham, who is dead, and the prophets are dead? Who do you make yourself out to be? You think that if Jesus wasn't preaching to be God, that if he would have been like, no, I'm not greater than Abraham?
Yeah, Abraham is the patriarch of the faith. He's supposed
He
to be
doesn't
higher than
even,
anyone.
yeah, he doesn't even deny that. He doesn't even like actually say, no, I'm not greater than Abraham. Because if he wasn't God in this specific section right here, he would have said, no.
He
Abraham's the
would have
best.
corrected them.
But he didn't. He's like, he immediately explains, no, I know God. You don't even know God.
Well, in John 10:30 here, he corrected them though. You remember? Like they was directly saying, "You are a mere man claiming to be
Yeah,
God." And he literally rejected it.
That thing that you're talking about in John 10, I know this thing right here where he says, I and the Father are one. And then after that, he then says, have I not said that ye are gods? This is an insult. You know that, right? Because this section that he's referring to in the Old Testament when he talks about ye are gods, right? This is referring to basically the wicked kings and queens that were existing in that time. He's literally roasting them here. He's basically saying like, oh, well, I mean, technically speaking, you guys are gods because look how you're acting.
That doesn't make sense.
You mean that don't make sense?
Like, explain that one more time. Like,
so the section in the Old Testament when the Lord says you are gods, that is a specific section where he's referring to basically bad kings and queens, people that were exalting themselves.
okay.
And so when he says, isn't it not written in your law that I said you are gods? He's literally insulting the Jews here. He's literally saying like, yeah, you guys are tripping. You guys are being what was said in the Old Testament by trying to go against me, the one. He's like, you're being these exact people that tried to do this in the Old Testament. That's what he's saying.
Yeah, but you're telling me that's not denying it. That's not denying it.
Not denying what?
His divinity. Because they literally told him you're claiming to be God.
All right. Let me put it like this. Let's just go to the most verbatim thing there is. In the beginning, this is John 1. It says, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was in the beginning with God, and all things were made through him, and without him nothing was made that was made. If you look at verse 14, it says, the Word became flesh and dwelt among us, and we beheld his glory, the glory of the only begotten of the Father, full of grace and truth. Who is that?
All right. That's Christ.
Okay, so John 1, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. Jesus is God.
Dan McClellan, he poked holes all through that, I think.
Dan McClellan, really?
Yeah.
Bro.
Okay. Let me stop. He's biased. I forgot. Okay. Fine. I grant you that. Fine. You got it. I grant you that. Yeah. So this was, you was answering my question on what was he historically preaching. You said he was preaching that he was God.
Yeah, and that he had come to atone for the sins of mankind. Because no man can do that.
Okay. And so, do you believe all his followers were martyred after his death, or like just
All of the apostles were martyred except for John. John died of old age.
Isn't that just that's tradition? Like that's just tradition. Like that's not historically speaking.
Yeah, but at the same time, like that tradition that you're talking about was written by the people that came directly after these apostles and the people that came directly after those people. It's a historical continuity. It's not just a made up story. It's something that continued through all these people. Right. So like it's kind of like how if you have the writings of Julius Caesar, for example, right? The way that we have continuity and the way we understand things that Julius Caesar did is not necessarily just what Julius Caesar said, but also the people that came directly after Julius Caesar that then wrote about what Julius Caesar did, which then also builds on top of that. It's the same thing. It may not be divinely inspired letters. There's just historical arguments and historical claims, but they're still in continuity with these same people that wrote the scriptures in the first place.
Okay. I got you. Yeah, okay. I definitely did study the resurrection. I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel like it is very interesting. But I haven't really studied Islam. I haven't really studied Hinduism, stuff like that. But I thought,
bro, you watched that video when I debated those Hindus, bro.
No, I watched it. They're just stupid. Honestly, they're just honestly just stupid. Like I didn't care enough to watch the full video. Cause boy, man, it's crazy.
And Islam, Islam is obviously its entirely own conversation, but like Islam in of itself does not have continuity with Christianity, and it claims to be in continuity with these same prophets that we argue were talking about Jesus coming in the Old Testament. They don't even accept these things. But they say they're in line with these people. And then they have to retroactively say that the scriptures in the Old are corrupted because of the fact that it disagrees with the Quran, which comes after. We don't say that about the Old Testament with the New Testament. With the New Testament, we say that the Old Testament is perfectly preserved, and it also perfectly speaks about what occurs in the New Testament. The Muslims have to say that the Old and the New Testament are corrupted in order for their system to even work.
Some parts they say it's corrupted.
Well, they have to, because like if I show them John 8:58, they'll straight up just be like, "No, that's corrupted." He didn't say that.
They'll try to flip it, like you know how the Unitarians be flipping it and trying to make it sound like something different. You know? That's why we need the church fathers and stuff like that.
Yeah,
help us interpretate.
You're already there. You already get the epistemology of it.
Yeah, I have some Orthodox friends. I ain't gonna lie. But you did kind of like debunk my New Age thing. I ain't gonna lie. It's just as simple as that. I ain't gonna lie though. But I'm looking into, the history of all that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm looking into the history and all that.
All right, cool.
I'm sorry. I saw this message. I'm sorry. I started laughing. Yeah, for sure. What do you think my next step should be?
Go to liturgy. That's what you should do.
Ooh, it might be a little tough.
Why is that?
What do you mean? Why is it tough?
To go to liturgy?
Yeah, like tough, like.
Oh, that's tough. I thought, yeah, sorry.
You
should go. I thought you said that might be kind of tough. I thought you said like that's gonna be hard to do or something. I didn't know you meant like TUFF tough. I didn't know that's what you meant.
Yeah, that'd be cool to go to liturgy.
Yeah, you should go to liturgy. Actually attend a service and see what it's like. Keep studying while you're going.
Don't LARP.
Don't LARP.
Whatever you do, don't LARP. Dude.
For sure. I got one more question before I drop because I'm finna go watch I'm finna go watch that Logic versus Uthman debate.
All right.
That's gonna be real good. But hold on. But what do you think like the best argument for the resurrection is? Before I dip on out of here.
The best argument for the resurrection?
Mm-hmm. Historically, yeah, speaking.
I mean, honestly, I would say like just alone on the fact that the apostles were willing to go through what they went through and did not receive any fame and glory for what they had to go through in the first place, for what they saw. Not what they believed, what they saw. It's not the same. Right? Because people die for beliefs all the time. But they died specifically for what they saw, and they went through these things for that specific reason. I think that that is one of the biggest things for that. They were willing to get flayed alive, have all their skin tore off their bodies, which is Barnabas. I think it was Barnabas. Was it Barnabas that died like that?
You look up his icons, dude. Like he's literally holding his skin like a robe. It's very sad.
You see people like Peter, who was crucified upside down. Right? You see freaking Paul beheaded. Right? You see all these people. John the Baptist beheaded.
Beheaded, yeah.
Right? And it was because of what they saw, not because of what they believed. It's not the same. It's a different level of continuity, a different level of acclaim.
Yeah. Yeah, ain't gonna lie, you helped me, bro. You got me. You got me. I ain't gonna lie, you got me.
That's good,
We're
man.
praying for you, bro.
Glory to
Yeah,
God.
appreciate it, man. Honestly, I got one more. Hold on, I forgot. I got one more thing for you though. What's a good video I can watch on the praying the saints? I have a terrible problem with that, man. Ain't gonna lie. I got a
Prayer to
problem
the
with
saints?
that. Yeah, man. Intercession, man. I got a problem with that.
All right.
Man.
So if Christianity was theoretically true, right? It says that Jesus is the God of the living and not the God of the dead, right?
Yeah.
All right. And so if you were to go around and ask somebody to pray for you that's near you, right? Because you believe maybe they're holier than you are and you know that they're closer to God. Is there something wrong with that? You ask somebody else to pray for you?
No, I mean, people in the Bible ask, other people. Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Okay. So if there's situations like that occur specifically, right, for the purpose of receiving prayers, that why is it that we can't commune with our people that are sitting with Christ in heaven right now?
Okay. Wouldn't they be sad? Wouldn't they be sad? Like, wouldn't they be like sad in heaven? Like if they they notice that.
What?
Like if they receiving them prayers, would they not be sad?
No. They're with God, bro. They ain't sad.
Wouldn't grieve them?
No. That's the whole point, is that their prayers are perfect because of that.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we would ask them for that intercession.
They're close to God.
They're extremely close to God.
Yeah, they're the closest to God we will ever be.
If you want to, there's examples in the Old Testament where you just like clearly see saint intercession too, by the way.
Oh my gosh. Why he told us about it and now he's going to watch it the whole stream, dude.
Yeah, Uthman's finna get baked.
Go to, but this, JZA, go to Maccabees, 2 Maccabees, and then go to, I think it's chapter 15.
We're going to watch God Logic abuse the word hypostasis.
It's all right, bro. I'm gonna watch this happen.
The crazy part
I'll
is
see how it goes at
Jake,
first, and if it's not entertaining, I'll close it. But
no, it's gonna be entertaining. Trust me.
The crazy part is Jake said that Uthman did terrible, and Orthodox Muslim did terrible when he was that God Logic baked him, which is crazy.
No, Uthman is finna get baked. I'm telling you.
He just pulled up to his. I don't know, where were they at? Where did he go to?
Yesterday he pulled up and
was that
he
his
didn't want
house?
to come out. Yeah,
mosque?
no, to the mosque, but he didn't want to come out.
He didn't want to come out. Yeah, he didn't want to come out. Made him look crazy.
So, Logic be baking, bro. I'm telling you, bro. That man.
It's kind of dangerous, dude. Those people are like unpredictable. You're going over there, unwise, brave but unwise.
Bro, I'm gonna start running that Libiana argument, bro.
Yeah, it's goated.
Which one?
Say Athanasius said that whoever says that the Son was generated by will is anathema. But Saint Irenaeus says that. So is Saint Irenaeus
Saint
anathema?
Justin Martyr says that it is through the will that Jesus came to be.
But Saint Athanasius says that anyone who says
That
to the
is
Son
anathema. So is Justin
That's
Martyr
right.
anathema? Yeah.
Just
What?
just
What
read
did
it down.
he make that argument?
Yeah.
Yes, I just confused the saint that he tried to say was anathematized.
Yeah, his argument is that Saint Justin Martyr is anathema according to Saint Athanasius. Yeah.
Well, very
And
basic.
where does he cite the anathema at?
I think it's against the Arians.
No, I'm saying where does he cite that Justin Martyr is anathematized?
Oh, dialogue with Trypho.
Yeah, and if you read down, he clarifies.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you just read more than just the quote, you can actually get a lot of context with things. It's pretty funny.
I swear, they always quote Saint Justin Martyr like he wasn't like the greatest, most intelligent
Philosopher of his time.
Yeah.
That's my patron saint, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
Or
my priest gave that to me as my patron saint because he said that like I had a zeal for apologetics. Made me happy.
That's Aura, dude. That's really awesome.
Bro got roosters. What's
Hello,
up, man?
everybody. Good.
Right.
Thank you
What
for
the
having me up.
Morning time, bro.
What's up, man?
That's great.
What's going on?
Yo, bro, we're awake.
Hey, I got questions.
All right. Go ahead. Is the rooster gonna be asking him too? What's going on?
We're awake,
You
bro.
guys died on the cross.
Yeah. Of course, you guys believe God is good, right?
Yeah.
And
Oh, okay.
do you think it's only God who is good?
I mean, Paul himself says that like people are good too. So. Oh shit.
Well, in Mark 10:18, the Christ says, "Why call me good?" You remember that part where he's asked, where he's called good teacher, and he says, "Why do you call me good? No one is good except God."
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right.
And then wait, what? Say that again.
That's Mark chapter 10, verse 18.
Yes.
He's
Okay,
called good
so-
teacher.
Yeah.
Right? And he replies, "Why do you call me good? No one is good except God."
Okay. Yeah, so I just said that like our doctrine, so obviously when he's referring to like good there, right? It's obviously not referring to only being capable of being good because Paul says multiple times that people are also good because they're made in God's image.
Yo, somebody
Well,
get the
It's it's rhetorical, bro.
So which kind of good is being referred to? Because when we're talking about good in this context of Mark 10:18, I believe that Christ is referring to perfection.
Yeah.
By
So
saying that
yeah,
only
so when
God
he
is good.
Yeah, when he says, "Why do you call me good? Only God is good." Does he say I'm not good? Does he say that anywhere in there?
He only asked the question.
Okay, so then
He
how
doesn't
is he?
say, "I'm not
all,
good."
All right, cool. So then he's not denying that he's also good, right?
He's not denying it. He's just
Oh,
asking.
So what's the problem?
I'm only wondering is the Christ also God? We have in
Yes.
John chapter 10, where he says, what is that verse? I forget it.
Where he says you are gods?
No. It's chapter. Is it chapter 10?
What does the verse say? Maybe I'll know. Is it 17:3?
Yeah, 17:3. It says, "Now is eternal life."
Why am I doing your dawa for you, bro? What's going on?
let me read. Yeah, it's John 17:3.
Yeah, now
Now
this is
this is
eternal
eternal
life.
life.
All right, you go ahead. You go
Yeah,
ahead. You
that
read
they
it.
know you, the only true God, and Jesus Christ, whom you have sent.
Have you read 2 more verses?
A ChatGPT argument.
Yeah, I could read the 2 more
Yeah,
verses as
read.
well.
Yeah, read verse 5 for me.
Verse 5, okay. Father, give me glory in your presence now, the same glory I have with you before the world was made.
So did Jesus have glory with the Father before the world was made?
It doesn't seem like give me glory in your presence now. Right?
Yeah, but again, that sentence though, what does it say? I had the glory that I had with you before.
Yeah, the same
So
glory I had with you before the world was made.
okay, right. So
So it
what is he
seems
saying?
like he lost it.
What? No. So here's the thing. You see how he's saying that he had glory with the Father before the world began, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Isaiah 42. Go to Isaiah 42, verse 8.
Isaiah 42:8. Okay.
I'm sorry.
You want me to read it?
Yeah.
I am the Lord, that is my name. I will not yield my glory
Somebody said, somebody please eat that chicken.
to another or my praise to idols.
So he says, I don't give my glory to others, right?
Yeah.
So what was Jesus claiming to have in John 17?
And how he says it, that's weird because he says, give me glory, like he doesn't have it.
No.
Why would he say, give me glory if he has it?
He's saying glorify because you have to remember also that he came down as man. So he also, oh gosh, what's the word for that? It's the English, kenosis, but what's the English word for that? It's,
Bling?
yeah, it's, gosh, there's a word, the word specifically in English that goes for that. It's, I can't remember.
Like humbly, like, I mean.
Yeah, like he humbled himself
Genetically?
down as a man. Yeah, he humbled himself down as a man, right? So he also, as a man, right, dealt with certain things, which also be glorifying in that presence would be one of those things that he's requesting of the Father in that time. So there'd be no issue with that.
Yeah, so if he
Condescended.
Is saying,
Thank you, Emmy.
okay. If he is saying in Isaiah 42:8 that I am the Lord, that is my name, I will not yield my glory to another or my praise to idols.
Mm-hmm.
And in verse 17, verse 3 in the book of John, he's saying, the Christ is saying, give me glory in your presence, which means he doesn't have it. So it means he doesn't have it. And in Isaiah 48:2, God is not going to share his or yield his glory to another.
I think you're missing. I think you're missing the important part to what I'm arguing.
Okay.
Read verse 5 again in John 17. The whole section.
Father, give me glory in your presence now, the same glory I had with you before the world was made.
So is he saying that Jesus had glory with the Father before the world was made?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what's being said.
Okay. So Jesus had glory with the Father before the world began. Isaiah 42 says that he does not yield his glory to another, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So then in John 1, specifically in verse, where is it in here? Verse 14, John 1, verse 14. It says, the Word became flesh and made his dwelling among us. We have seen his glory, the glory of the one and only Son who came from the Father, full of grace and truth. So he obviously didn't lose that glory either.
So why does he say, give me glory?
Because he's asking for it, and that's well, first off, it's a prayer, and he's asking for it specifically for that situation that he's going to be crucified for. But it obviously states
that
here
he already has.
Yes. So just because of the fact that he's asking for it in that specific moment, right? It's still a prayer, and when Jesus prays to the Father, a lot of it is also is demonstrative.
I still don't get how he's asking for something he already has.
He shielded it because he was human. When he's human, and mind you, again, he's truly God, but he's also truly human. A human, he takes a human nature, what is humble and lowly. So he's saying, give me the unrestricted glory I had before the world existed. Then give me back the status I had in my human nature. Deify this human nature. He's in human nature, and he's forever going to have and retain human
About
nature.
to pull up, walk up in there.
In-
now,
Sorry, keep going.
Yeah, put it up. No, go ahead. You can put it up.
You can keep talking. Do you have any other questions, Aging?
Oh, he just went live.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know those videos of those like AI generated animals saying Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. That's what it reminds me of.
What is that? What is that? Is that you, Bryce?
What, the freaking rooster?
Yeah.
You think the rooster's me?
I don't know. I thought it was like a text to speech thing, like when someone subscribes or donates.
No, dude, it's Aging. He's just got a rooster behind him.
What?
Yo, he's probably like, dude, he's like, who knows, bro?
He's just hanging out, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Are you like in the chicken coop, Aging?
Hey, bro. Yeah, dude.
Maybe you guys could help me align better to what you guys have just said. I'm still not yet there.
Zay, try to explain it again with the.
Okay.
All right, that's it. Give me the chicken.
So Jesus, because he's truly human and he's also truly God, nature, human nature. When he asked this, it's called the high priestly prayer. He's asking the Father, because he's from the Father, to give him and deify the human nature that he's in, because he's going to resurrect. So he wants it deified in his human nature, not just him as a person who is divine, but him who as a person who is human in two natures. He's saying, deify this human nature in my person.
Is Isaiah a proper name? I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah, Isaiah's my name, yeah.
No, is it a proper name?
Is it a proper name?
Is it proper to you?
Yeah.
But it's proper to me, so therefore it'll be the same.
Oh wait, so
no, you guys have two. No, you guys have two different reference to. You guys have two different formalities. Two different formalities.
Of the same res? Okay, so it's a formal distinction.
No.
Are you saying this distinction is prior to the intellect, or is this just mental assent?
Man, I'm excited to see how this goes, bro. He's actually just like walking into this mosque. I really hope that this doesn't go south.
He's going.
I don't want to witness. I don't want to witness a death,
bro.
Like some like.
Uh-oh. There's some people there. Wait, you can unmute it, please, if you can.
Sheikh Uthman told us to come. Yeah, Sheikh Uthman told us to come. Oh, okay, for sure. We'll wait. Yeah, we'll wait for him. Is he? No, yeah, it's cool. Is there a time limit?
They won't let him in.
I'm sorry.
You guys gonna get all your question answered, but no video. We have kids here.
Wait, say that again. I'm sorry.
You didn't understand me.
I was way over there. I didn't hear you.
Okay, I don't want cameras rolling. We have kids. We have women. You're gonna respect you. You're gonna get your answer.
So he told me he said it's a debate. It's an
He's
open
coming,
dialogue.
yes, but don't take video. I don't give you a right to take video.
No, so he told us that we can have a discussion and we're going to record
when
it.
he comes.
Right, of course.
Not the kids.
Hey, what's up? Yeah, I brought the spoon, man. So is he coming? Yeah, tell us how it's going. So he just told me that one question and that's it.
Because of these are the masjid rules, we don't want to have a lot of people here. Everything we can talk with Sheikh Uthman outside about having a debate, podcast, talking stuff like that while he's in town. But for the event tonight, if you want to ask a question, he's doing Q&A right now. If you want to ask a question, you can come, ask one question. Just you know, no cameras or anything like that. And then afterwards, we can talk to Sheikh Uthman about you having a podcast, you know, you guys talking to each other, having a debate.
Oh my gosh, it's not even actually just going to be him versus him.
But if you want, you can do that now.
Yeah, we want to respect the mosque rules. We don't want to like disturb anything. So if nothing's happening tonight, because I'm not. He told me a debate, right? So if it's only a one question and I got to leave it alone, I'd rather us do something else, you know. So
Whenever he
if
you.
yeah, so if we
You
don't
don't want to come asking a question?
not a one question type of thing off camera, like he said, a full discussion.
we got camera in there. It's gonna be on
I
the internet.
need mine.
Yeah, you need that content.
Yeah, I need the proof is what I need, because I can't, you know, can't trust everybody.
Okay.
With
Well,
is that fair?
Mean, it's up to you guys. Sheikh Uthman, you know, these are the rules for the Q&A. We can't just have, you know, people come in here doing a debate. But
Okay.
if you guys, you know, I can talk to Sheikh Uthman. If you want to give me your number, I can talk to Sheikh Uthman and we can let you guys know, hey, Sheikh Uthman said we can be here. You can do a debate. You can do a podcast. You know, you can both of you guys can record whatever you want to do.
In person?
In person. Yeah, let me know.
Okay. So
here, give me your number.
Yeah, let's exchange information. You use WhatsApp?
Yeah, I got WhatsApp.
Okay. Do you have Instagram?
Uthman's right in there, and
yeah,
I'm gonna let him in and talk to Uthman.
Okay, I'm a little bit more comfortable with that.
With Instagram?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you can block me?
I don't block. I won't block you. You at least came out here, you know, talking sensible to us, you know, so. But that's okay.
Who's this unk on the left, man?
My dad.
Man saw the light.
Got you, bro.
He saw the light.
Who?
Abu Ibrahim, bro, the big set guy with the long beard in San Diego, bro.
With what?
He got you, bro. I saw it a couple days ago.
With what?
Okay, you got my number.
Got your contact.
He's talking about Libiano.
No,
You
he
say
was
that-
talking about the other guy. No, he
thanks
was
for
talking
coming
about
on and
some
letting us
older
know.
guy.
All right, so
But,
we're out of here, guys. We're out of here.
They're not
So,
gonna let him in.
guys, y'all see that? We told you, games being played already. Told us to come here for a debate. And all of a sudden, we get here for a debate. And we get like 10 Muslims. Hey, no, we ain't doing that here. You gotta turn your butt around.
You get one question.
Hey, you get one question.
You don't want to go in and ask
but no, yeah, you don't want to. Come on, you don't want to get your question answered. Man, I got more than just one question, big dog. My question gonna turn into a whole dialogue on King David. but you know, this is the weird stuff. So with this being said, guys, you guys seen it here. How many people are watching right now?
6,000.
6,000 people watching. So 6,000 of you guys saw it with your own eyes.
Got some Muslims coming.
Okay, that's cool. We got 6,000 people watching with your own eyes. The invite for us to come into the mosque and debate, not do a Q&A, one question, okay, and then you get an answer and then you got to live with it. Or no, like we're going to talk later. Nah, it was, hey man, since you're a coward, Logic, you calling us out, come and debate us.
You guys want to
right?
debate or something?
So if they want to do that, they don't want to debate us.
Oh, y'all Christian?
So then that was it. We got the Christian crew. What's up, y'all? That's crazy, man.
They laughing right now.
Nice
But
to
wait
meet
till
you
Court of
guys,
Statement
man.
comes on.
Nice to meet you guys.
Damn, they got freaking.
All the Orthodox Tahidos popped out.
Yeah, bro. What the heck? They all freaking came
All
out.
the Tahidos. Yeah.
All the Christian brothers that came out. We got a Christian sister that showed up. We this is how we show up, man. We got my brothers in the house, man. Man, shoot. And then the one sister came here, she tough too. You know what I'm saying? If somebody tried something, I knew she would have hopped on. You know? But like this is how we show up, man. We'll hop up. Look, this is the thing with Christians. We are ready to talk about Jesus. We're ready to talk about Jesus with any of you guys. We will come to your platform. We will come on your grounds and talk to you in front of your people. You got the home court advantage. We don't care about that. We got the Bible. We got the Bible. Ain't that right, y'all? That the truth? That's the truth, right? That's the truth. That's the truth. Look, we came out here with the swords, man. Came out here with the Bible. He wasn't even going to debate, but he had the Bible ready. You know what I'm saying? So this is what we do, y'all. So in front of 6,000 people, you guys saw it, you guys heard it. Uthman sent the challenge out. Come to the mosque, 7 p.m. Come debate us. We're gonna show you that you don't walk the walk. You talk the talk, but you don't walk the walk. Well, here we are walking, and then they walked us right out. Yeah.
You guys parked inside here or no?
No, we're not parked inside.
Nobody's parked inside here. You guys? Yeah. If you guys could move the car, because we don't want, we got women and kids here. We don't want you guys like walking back there. And there's kids and women.
Yeah.
So if you can move your car, you guys can park.
A car is blocking our view.
Oh, you guys are
You know how they kind of parallel park?
Okay. Okay, that's all right. That's all right. Just let us know when you guys are gonna.
which cars are in front of us, and then.
Okay. Just let us know when you guys are gonna come back to move your guys' cars and everything.
I got a question. Why would Uthman tell him to come debate him?
He
and
didn't
then
join
we
the
get kicked
stream.
out?
Why you didn't join the stream?
Well, it's not about
we were waiting for 3 hours.
That's not the question, brother.
We were waiting for 3 hours.
Why did he tell me
He's
to
in
come to the mosque
person.
at 7 p.m. and
he
then
didn't
to
say
not
7
to?
p.m.
He did.
He did.
Brother, hold on. Anybody got their phones? Let me. Can I use your phone, bro? Let me use your phone. Use your phone.
I told you come back at 7 p.m.
You got YouTube?
It was myself. Hey, I'm talking to you, right? You want to talk to me?
No, not you. It was Uthman. Watch this, brother. Yes, sir. Oh, you already got it. Whose phone was this? Already got it. Look.
So is Uthman going to debate us?
Are you gonna come inside? We have rules. You're gonna have to follow.
I'll skip it to the relevant part.
And implement your rules. Or you're gonna be kicked out.
He gave you opportunity.
No, watch this. Watch
He
this.
did ghost.
No, he's lying.
I was there.
Oh, yeah, you were there, so you know he's lying. Walk the walk.
Tonight, Saturday night, here in Vegas, same masjid that you pulled up at when there was nobody. Masjid Noor, pull up tonight at Isha, 7 o'clock. I'm gonna get.
That's what he told me.
He said it, bro.
Look. Hold on. Let's make sure we get his words.
Pull up tonight at Isha, 7 o'clock.
Okay.
Wait.
You're welcome to come in.
You say on Aisha, bro?
Debate.
I'll talk to him.
Okay, so wait, I'll wait a few more minutes because my brother's gonna talk. But notice, he told me to come. I pulled up.
Cannot come to the house and implement your own rules. Right?
I'm not.
So what are the rules? There are rules.
Why would I not come with the camera?
That's your rules. You make it. He's telling you make it.
Yeah, I agree. So yeah, I agree. Fair enough. So will he come out here and debate? Okay, for sure. But yeah, so to let you know, I'm willing to outside the mosque. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, for sure.
You invite me to your house. I pull up with 50 guys and with cameras. You're gonna welcome me.
One
invite you
camera.
to my house, though. That's the
But
thing.
if
I would
you did,
invite
I'm
you
saying
some.
if you did,
If I
if
know
you
that
did.
you are a content creator, and I know that you're a religious debater, I am going to let you record the conversation. You guys aren't the only one that gets to record. That's not fair, bro.
No, but the problem is this is private property. This is a message.
But he
So you
invited
can't
He invited
record.
us.
He invited to debate, right? He
Yes.
record, right?
Yeah, that's
gonna record.
that's with it.
We're gonna record.
And we're gonna record.
too.
Everybody's gonna record. You're gonna record. You're gonna record.
That's what it is, bro.
Everybody records. Everybody.
You know that ain't right,
He's
bro.
not gonna come here and make some money off this.
You know that ain't right, bro.
We don't need y'all. I could have sat in the car and did this.
We're not gonna edit it. It's gonna be.
And neither are we. It's live streaming. We got how many people we got?
7,000.
We got 7,000 people watching on live stream.
Avery, I'll talk to him.
Okay.
We'll see if after everyone leaves after the Q&A, if we can bring you in, but it's not gonna be.
No. If he, brother,
Confirmation within like 10 minutes.
We're gonna have
yeah.
good food too.
So
You guys wanna-
let me say something. Now that's when you win me over. They see you win me over with the food thing.
No, I'm just saying.
No, you winning me over with the food thing. But listen, my guy. So look, so if you can get some type of confirmation within like 10 minutes at least, but I don't mind waiting out here. And like ask if you guys have a problem like us recording in the masjid, I hear you.
There are women
Is he
cannot leave.
which I understand.
And I
So is
specifically told
he
you
willing, brother? Listen, is he willing to come out of the masjid like right here and have a discussion? You know?
I can't
Okay.
speak for another man, but I will
Yeah.
ask him.
All right. Yeah. We'll wait for 10 minutes. 10 more minutes, man.
What y'all think he gonna say?
No.
All right. 10 minutes apparently. Now we can hang out for a little bit. Apparently, maybe Sheikh Uthman will allow him to talk still, but we have to wait 10 minutes now.
We need another Isaiah in here. We need like 3 Isaiahs to have no.
Yeah, then we can get How many Isaiahs are on the how many Isaiahs?
How many Isaiahs can we get in the panel?
3 Isaiahs. Christians, how many Isaiahs is this?
It's on the panel.
How many Isaiah? I'm not saying that.
Yeah. It's,
How many Isaiahs are on the panel?
He's looking so bad, bro. Oh my gosh, Uthman's looking terrible with this.
Really bad.
That's crazy. He literally said, "Show up at 7 and we will debate." And freaking he's like, "Oh no. One question." You know what's funny though? Me personally, I don't even think it's Uthman that's the problem right now. I think it's the goons outside.
Yeah.
I don't think that they're tracking what the plan was. I don't think they understand what the plan was. Because you heard them all. They all did not know that it was actually 7 o'clock for him to come over. Like they were all like, "Oh."
But even then, we showed him the video of Uthman calling him out and saying, come to the masjid. They've been pretty much at that.
Yeah, it's a very
You're saying it looks very bad. It looks horrible on 7,000 people.
Yeah, prima facie, it's already looking like a W concession on parsimony. So
yeah, it's just not it's not parsimonies for debate.
It's not very parsimonious of the rigid designator by the term Sheikh Uthman to be doing such things, but it's okay because it's going to be taken to be the case that for every given Sheikh Uthman, there is a lie that is disposed of by Sheikh Uthman. Therefore, Sheikh Uthman is a liar. Therefore, the lie of him being able to walk in and debate is going to be taken as not going to happen. So, by parsimony,
it's just a simple concession.
Yeah, by parsimony.
Aging, are you still there, man? Or...
Yeah, I'm still here.
Freaking rooster, bro. The rooster.
It's like an ad lib, dude.
Did you understand what I was saying?
Yeah, and I also had another question. I've answered it myself. I was wondering about the Lord that is used in Isaiah 42:8. You know, the one, "I am the Lord. That is my name. I will not yield my glory." And I was wondering which Lord is that, because there's the Lord the Son and there's the Lord the Father. That is in Psalms 110 verse 1.
Yeah, they have the same mind. It's
the
truly
Lord
the
says to my
person
Lord.
saying it. It's from the Father through the Son and the Spirit by which this one act is manifested.
Yeah, Lord is a proper name given to all the persons. It talks about it in Exodus. It says one Lord and one God. You know,
Yes. So now I understand the Son and the Father are both referred to as the Lord. In Psalms 110:1, it says, "The Lord said to my Lord, sit at my right hand until I make your enemies a footstool for your feet." That was King David speaking.
Yeah, that was the type. The true reality without, I guess, bringing was that,
And what about the Holy Spirit? How is the Holy Spirit God?
because he proceeds from the Father and which the Father given to the Spirit, including his existence.
Is there Bible verses that could that are foundation for that back that up?
Yeah, Jesus says that God's going to send the Spirit.
Hold on. It talks about it in John chapter 16. Christ says that all that I have will be received of. I can just read it to you if you want. Just go to John chapter 16.
You said John what?
That's what?
I'll pull it up. You said 16?
Yeah, and let me turn there myself. I like looking at it too, and I can hardly see your screen half the time.
It's all good. I'm just pulling it up for anybody who can see it so that they can. Chicken needs retired rotisserie, maybe. See, you guys are all making huge blunders here, man.
Okay, so
right.
if you go
it's a rooster.
If you go to verse 13, Christ is speaking here, and he says, "Howbeit when he, the Spirit of truth, is come, he will guide you into all truth." And he says, "For he shall not speak of himself, but whatsoever he shall hear, that shall he speak, and he shall show you things to come." right? And he says here in verse 14, he shall glorify me, for he shall receive of mine, talking about Christ, and shall show it unto you. And he's clarifying what the order is. He says, all things that the Father hath are mine. Therefore said I, that he shall take of mine and shall show it unto you. So he's saying, I have whatever the Father has, and I will give the Holy Spirit and show through the Spirit all that I have, right?
Yeah.
And he says, a little while, and ye shall not see me, and again a little while, and ye shall see me, because I go to the Father. So he's just saying, I will go away, and the Spirit will talk through me. He will speak of my revelation, right? It's just saying that the knowledge that the Spirit has is through the Son, who also has all knowledge from the Father, and the Father's God, right? So they would all be God by that recipient knowledge. Does that make sense?
I was waiting for you to make a filioque joke, but you didn't. But keep going.
No, I would never do that. Never do that. We're not
Solid,
you know,
solid man, solid man.
When Isaiah was speaking, I was like, yo, bro, I thought he was gonna say and the Son. I thought it was gonna be a W concession. I hang around too many Latinizers, I guess.
It's going to be some time before I completely digest that.
I'm sorry.
About the
Wait,
whole-
did I not explain it good?
Maybe it's not you who didn't explain it good. Maybe I need.
What's up, baby?
more time
I
to
see you in
understand
chat.
it.
My wife's in there. What's up? I can see you.
Or maybe the Holy Spirit is going to help me understand it.
Yeah, bro, just pray. Yeah, but the Holy Spirit proceeds from the Father and the Son.
What?
Don't worry about that.
Nothing. Bryce, does the egg proceed from the chicken and the rooster, or the rooster alone? What are we talking about?
Oh, okay, so you think the filioque is never mind. I'm not even gonna say that. That's crazy.
The filioque is talking about economic missions, right? So it's not. No, I'm sorry. I can't even make that joke.
He's trying so hard. Then a rooster is still a chicken. What? No, I thought a chicken is a female though. Isn't that true?
No, don't clip that. No. What are you? No. Zay, bro, what's wrong with you, dude?
I'm joking, bro. I'm on my phone. I'm joking.
All right.
Oh no, a hen is a female chicken. Oh my gosh, I know that I didn't just blunder that bad. And my wife
That's getting clipped.
My wife just cooked the shit out of me on my own
No.
live.
Did you just try to denote some type of like universal to that chicken?
Relations of opposition in the chicken coop, bro. Yeah, exactly.
Are you trying to say that particular chicken is derived from a particular genus?
Is chicken and rooster, are those formal constituents, or do they denote like chickenness and roosterness? They're not each other.
Formal constituent would be chickenness and roosterness, bro.
I would.
But I just said that though.
Are you an evolutionary theist? No, I'm straight, Jesse.
All right. Yeah, I would just hold to nominalism. I think that everything is just a conglomerate of properties as well. So I don't.
Jesse, if you want to adhere to nominalism or the logical conclusion,
Look at the
fossils,
bro. The bones. Look at the bones. I love that argument. Look at the bones, dude.
Real bones.
Can you make an argument as to why similarity necessitates ancestry?
Ooh. Wait, I'm similar to the mailman. I'm sorry.
Does my kid proceed from the mailman or me? I don't know. Bro said because. dude, I need an argument as to why skeletal similarity necessitates ancestry. That's what I need. Okay, go ahead.
Get to speciation between
shortbread eggs.
Yo, yo, yo.
What's
I just had a question. I was talking with the Cole poster himself, Jonathan Hill, on Twitter.
Sorry.
and- Wait,
The Cole post, the Cole post maxing legend. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Well, he was talking about the composite hypostases of hypostasis
Yeah.
of Christ.
Yo, this guy sounds like Rumi.
and, like,
Sorry.
look-
Sorry.
Guys, I was scared. I was
is
like,
that, is that a compliment? I hope not.
I don't know, but go ahead.
It is a compliment. I love it.
No, and I was reading, and I was just wondering what your opinion on that was, because I was reading like John Damascus, typically it's book 3, and he does say about him changing from a simple, or he says simple subsistence to a compound one in the incarnation. I was wondering if you, I'm like
Compound.
just trying to understand that.
Divino human hypostasis is so crazy, bro. It's just the
I
wildest.
agree. It sounds crazy, but like,
I love Rumi, bro.
what would be your explication of that?
I would say that if you affirm that it happened economically, then it's not something that can properly apply to the title of the hypostasis itself. And St. Maximus is very clear that the change was economic, so it's not something that actually occurred with the hypostasis. Therefore, we don't apply the name of change to hypostasis. So we don't call him a divino human person.
Yeah, Cole. Anyway, 'cause
Cole?
What I was reading was,
What I said was Cole?
Wait, I think no. What John?
I was like, dude, that's pretty chill. That
Your Gus is good. Yeah. No, I've enjoyed your stuff. I found you like 2 months ago. I've been watching your stuff pretty religiously. Because I was going to say, what I was going to present to him was that wouldn't that be introducing change into like divinity of some sort, of like there's a change on the part of God.
like,
if
yeah,
he
what's
becomes
the problem with that?
No, as in on. Well, yeah, that's what I mean. I would present that. I'm
No,
still pretty
this
new. I
isn't.
only got baptized.
This guy is not based enough.
But it just
So why does
One second. Hold on.
I don't know. It was supposed to be done already. But
Exactly.
People still asking questions, so he's still answering questions. He's not gonna tell people no. I'm not gonna answer.
the Q&A is over with. He told us to come.
It's not over with. You can hear it.
But
Turn the audio up,
what,
you can hear it.
what I'm saying is that he had a time limit. He told me to come here and to debate, and he knows. No, I wasn't. No, nobody was late.
7 o'clock, we pray Isha.
Yeah, he said he's doing a talk, and to come in.
Then he gave a dars, a lecture.
Now I'm late. Is that the excuse now that I'm late?
That's the problem, brother. You're welcome to come inside.
Man,
You're welcome to come inside, Avery.
I want to say that
Your spoon is welcome as well. That's not a
I
threat for
appreciate
us.
it.
You can come in with your spoon.
I appreciate you
We're cooking in the back.
at least coming out and letting me know.
you can come in with your
We're not
spoon.
doing that.
If you guys want, you're not doing that.
No.
If you guys want food, I know you guys been out here cold. You know it's cold. You guys are welcome to have food. We got nice food. It's rice, lamb. I don't know, you eat lamb?
I
chicken?
eat lamb, yeah.
We got nice food for you guys. We're more than welcome, all of you, to come and eat. Come get some drinks. Come get some donuts, some fruit.
Thanks, man.
Come ask some questions. You're welcome to ask some questions.
We want to debate. We don't want no question. We want to debate.
We're not here, turning you guys away. The only thing is the message does have rules that are outside of Sheikh Othman's control.
So he won't come out?
You know what I'm saying? He's still talking. He's still giving a Q&A. I'm sure he's gonna be hungry afterwards. He might eat. So
Oh man, yeah. Wait, we're done, bro. We're done. Thanks, bro. Thanks, bro. Thanks, bro. No, thanks, bro.
We get some food somewhere else.
Yeah,
It's free. Don't worry for you guys. We're not gonna charge you guys anything.
Yeah, we're good, man. We're good, bro.
We
We're
can get
good,
some.
bro.
You can invite us and stuff for you
We're
guys. I'm sure we can get some gifts for some shout out for you guys. No problem.
Bryce, laugh with me, bro. I got you there.
This is insane.
By the way, Jesse, if you're still here, my favorite argument, by the way, against like all that the massive like old Earth proponent stuff is the magnetic field argument. You ever heard that? I love it. You ever look at the rate of decay of the past 1,000 years of the magnetic field? If you trace that back over 60,000 years, the Earth would be as powerful as a neutron star, bro. W. Oh, that's a cool picture.
Wait, so how old do you think the Earth is, bro?
Huh?
How old do you think it is?
As much as the councils say, so no less than 10K, brother. I got all the arguments you want on it.
You're gonna have to give me a good little dawa on that side.
The dawa?
Yeah, you're gonna give me some dawa on that.
Yeah, bro. There's also a lot of things regarding diamonds, for example, right? Like if you look at like most of the diamond samples that we've collected over time, if you look at the like the carbon or the actual, I think it's carbon 14. It's actually with
At Daedalus_Gecko actual super chatted $20 without lies. Islam dies. N1SB.
Amen, dude. Thank you for the $20. Appreciate that. Yeah. But like hilariously enough, actually carbon 14 dating usually actually ends up supporting our cause when you actually look at like something that's intrinsic to it, because there's a difference that to like carbon 14 being on a sample versus it being intrinsic to a sample. And all of the carbon dating that we've actually done to the intrinsic samples of, like, for example, diamonds yielded 300 times more than it should be at its current age, because diamond, as you know, is the oldest type of rock on Earth. And yet it yields over 300 times the amount it's supposed to have. Scientists just always say it's contamination every single time, but it's intrinsic to the rock itself. So either one, they concede that the rock is not old, or two, they concede that carbon 14 dating is extremely unreliable.
Same.
That's pretty much it. One of the simple ones, obviously the magnetic field thing as well. Regarding the decay of the magnetic field, the freaking Earth would be as powerful as a neutron star at that rate consistently.
That one's a little less parsimonious, so I don't think I'd really use that one. So,
Did you see Jim Bob's? Did you see Jim Bob's recent debate with? I think his name is Dr. Dio or something.
Dang, they killed the
He's
stream,
an evolutionary.
man. It's over. He's not coming out.
He's an evolutionary biologist, and he like works for. I forget, he works for like some large conglomerate or entity.
Yeah.
But he's like an actual doctor, and Jim Bob like dog could walk this. He was basically all the like Evo people were. This is gonna be our guy you debate. He's gonna get you. Like, this is the guy that's gonna get you. He got like completely mogged. He got face put into the snow. It was so bad. He was like, you could tell he never debated before. It was horrible.
Yeah.
So I don't know anybody else who like who's accredited who will be willing to debate. Like Peterson, he won't do it anymore. There's pretty much no one else.
Yeah.
Greetings, sponsor of Brace's room. Oh, is Octavian in here? Or Nathan? Yeah, Nathan's in here. I see that. Yeah, people keep freaking sending me things to change my room around. Oh, yeah, Octavian is in here, bro. Yeah, I see that. What's up, Octavian? He's the sponsor of my room changes. He always sends me donations to change things in my room.
Did he get you to paint your wall? Just like that.
The wall was always painted. You can go look at the previous streams, bro. It's a Mandela effect if you think otherwise.
I think you're trying to play a trick on me. I think you're...
That was not a parsimonious response, bro.
I agree. That was good. That was a good response, Bryce. Spoken like a true student.
For real.
Of all
student of parsimony.
Yeah, student of Occam.
Student of Occam, bro. W. Occam.
Yeah, W. Occam conceding that God can incarnate as a donkey and a human at the same time.
Every evolutionary theist on the planet, bro. It's just the way it works.
Yeah, I forgot what's his name.
God could have incarnated as a banana if he wanted to. Wow.
Do you believe in evolution?
I believe that there's adaptation that can occur, like epigenetics, but I don't believe in any form of like macroevolution or cross species or speciation.
They're the same thing, though.
Speciation is the same as an adaptation to environment.
Okay, so then
That was a
Saying
question.
that Adam and Eve look more like apes than human, or what are you saying?
What? How did you get that with what I just said? Yeah, I don't believe that we went from being apes.
We have fossil
Skulls.
evidence that shows
The bones.
skulls
Look at the
becoming
bones, bro.
gradually more human looking. What do you suppose that was?
Yeah, I just have to ask it. Do you have an argument as to why similarities necessitate ancestry?
Okay, but we have skulls that show gradually transitioning from.
Yeah,
higher
the
brow-
saying that it's gradual transition. That's the claim. I'm asking for like an argument as to why that is happening, or like how
do you
that's
explain the
happening.
evidence?
What? that there are creatures that existed that don't exist anymore. It's as simple as that.
Oh, really? What happened to them?
They died.
Really?
Yeah.
God created species that died?
Wait, for real, dude?
Yes, God
For real?
created.
God
Yes, God
created
created
these- they went
creatures.
extinct?
Yeah, God
Did the human
created
race go
creatures.
extinct then too?
Well, I mean, I don't believe that the human race would go extinct before the day of judgment.
Then
But
then what were they? What were
Huh?
they?
What do you mean, what were they?
What were
Different
they
types
when
of
extinct?
different
Were they-
types of
were they
apes.
humans? Were they?
They weren't humans.
Huh?
No.
They weren't humans.
No.
How
I would need
come
an
we
argument
see
as to how they're
transitioning
humans.
between them?
You keep saying,
they're
you
all
keep
separate,
saying this
distinct
like
races?
thing.
Is that what you think?
You keep saying seeing transitions. I'm still waiting for like that argument, like how you know they're transitions.
Okay, so you believe that we all came from Adam and Eve. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. How did the world get populated incestuously? Who did their kids mate with?
Well, prior to that, well, first off, Adam and Eve had over like many children. They lived up to, in our view, they lived up to like 800 to 900 years old.
Okay, and so brothers had to
So-
have. Who did they mate with? Each other?
Yeah, back in that day, the world did not have near as much genetic corruption, so that was needed in order for people to be able to mate. That actually would happen in your view too. You know that, right?
No. If too many genes are the same,
We don't have a
that's
common
recipe for
ancestor.
disaster. That can't
Huh?
work.
We don't have a. We don't
In
have
your
a common
in
ancestor.
your own view, you also have to concede that happened too. That
How do
incestuous
you explain
relationships
the
had to
fossil
occur.
evidence that shows a transition in skull shape from?
Did you just
what
repeat
looked like
yourself
an
again
ape
when I just said I'm
to what
waiting for the
looks like a
argument to it
human?
being a transition? I just asked you like what the argument is to how it's a transition. You're just saying it's a transition. I'm waiting
Because
for
I
like
see
that.
it, I see it myself. I
You
see something like
just-
this, and then
I saw
Well,
it.
that's a
halfway,
fallacy.
and then a
It's the
quarter way,
bones.
and then it looks like wow, it looks human.
Okay,
Do-
so
do you
then
have- do you have
therefore
a
it happened,
premise?
right? Like you just
What about
it's all-
fingernails, hands, fingernails?
What about them?
First they're like claws, then they
Do you-
become flat.
Okay.
How do you explain that?
So do you believe that like things prior to like us having fingernails, like when we used to have claws or something like that, that
Yeah,
the
why does
environment
fingernail
said we didn't need
change?
it?
Why do some people have a fingernail that curves down? Some have one that goes straight. The other people have one that curve up. Why?
I mean, it would just be considered a genetic aspect of that person. What's the issue?
What purpose do the nails serve? I'm asking you that.
Our nails?
What do you have to grab onto?
I mean, you don't grab on things with our nails. It's not necessary.
So what purpose do they serve?
I mean, obviously,
to
I would say. I mean, our
Why
fingernails.
do
Our
monkeys-
fingernails
Why do
also.
monkeys have flat
What?
flat nails like us? Why do they? You know what I'm saying?
Because they don't need claws.
You're not giving me anything that's compatible with the evidence, with the fossil evidence.
You're just
Dude,
presupposing your position without giving
you're
an
not.
argument.
You're not actually. You haven't given me an
You believe
argument for
aliens don't
transitions
exist?
yet.
Okay.
Me
Okay,
personally,
here,
no.
give me another example.
Me personally, no.
Aliens exist.
I don't think
Do
so.
aliens exist? Yes or no?
No, I don't think there's an evidence for that to exist.
Okay, so why did God create trillions of planets out there that are uninhabited?
To show His majesty.
You can't see them.
What does that have to do with that? You just
Show
asked
His
me my
majesty.
position. Yeah, we can see Him
Those
through telescopes.
planets are billions of years older than this planet. So why did God
I mean, that's your
wait
position, sure.
13.8 billion years to send?
He didn't wait
We're
13.8
only 4.5
billion years.
billion years old. The universe
I
is
mean-
13.8 billion years old.
I mean, I
Those
don't
planets
believe.
are older than us.
I don't necessarily believe that.
You don't believe that?
Yeah,
Why
were you
not?
there? Were you there for that?
You know what? You just deny the truth then.
You haven't
want
given
me
me
to
an
believe
argument
in
for any
magical
of this, bro.
trees. You believe in magical
Bro,
trees, talking
you believe
snakes,
you believe
and
that
ribbed women.
you believe in
You believe in
abiogenesis,
ribbed
bro.
women and magical trees. It's absurd what you
You
believe.
you do realize that affirming abiogenesis is a bigger miracle than a man
You believe in
resurrecting
ribbed
from the dead?
women, magical trees, and talking snakes.
You gonna address
And you-
anything?
and
You
you're
gonna
laughing
address what I
at
just
me.
said?
Do know
You
how
believe in a
absurd-
bigger. You believe in a bigger
You
miracle than
believe
me.
that
Do you
God
understand
created
that?
13.8 billion
Hello.
minus 2,000 years.
My mic on?
To
My-
send his
is
beloved son to
is my
planet
microphone
Earth.
on? I don't know. Maybe it's not on. Let me try it again.
go ahead.
Yeah, I just said that you believe in a bigger miracle than me. You believe in abiogenesis.
What's that? Yeah, that happens. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. The freaking non-life becomes life.
Yeah. You
Show me
run
that.
Run some electricity through hydrogen and a few other gases,
And it
you get
becomes
the
alive.
amino
It
acids,
becomes sentient.
The building blocks of life.
Okay, again, the building blocks of life in of itself, but actually the life itself, amino acids don't just become
Give it
life by
time.
themselves.
Give it time.
Give it
Give it
time.
time.
It's always the time, the bones.
Give it
Look at the
time.
bones. Look at the time. Look
If
at
I
the
can
bones.
produce amino acids from electricity and gases, I can produce life, given enough time.
Okay, electricity, right? Producing amino acids, there requires a bunch of
Yeah,
different
bolt of
things that
lightning.
already
A bolt of
exist
lightning hitting the
in
ocean.
order
There
for those
you go.
things
That's all
to
you
come
need.
through. What?
That's all you need. Bolt of
Yeah,
lightning hitting the ocean.
abiogenesis in of itself has never been demonstrated or investigated.
It takes billions of years. That's why.
But you believe it, don't ya? We haven't
And you
seen it.
believe That, okay, and you believe
I'm showing you that you
were
believe in a
created by
miracle
something
too.
That has no creator. How can something come from nothing?
Do you want me to give you the argument from motion?
Why doesn't your creator need a creator?
I mean, I can show you why my creator can't have a creator.
Principle of
What's
sufficient
he
reason.
composed of? What type of spiritual?
Do you want me?
molecule or
Do you want me to
subatomic
give you?
particle is he composed of?
Do you want me to give you an argument as to why that my creator can't have a creator? Or what?
If the universe needs a creator, then the creator needs a creator too.
Let me just give you the argument. I'll show you why that stands.
Hashtag
in
PSR.
that
Circular
position.
argument.
I didn't even
Hashtag
give an
PSR.
argument yet.
It's already circular.
I haven't said anything.
It's already circular. You're saying.
All
you're
right.
saying that something
Find the
needs something,
circularity
but
in
that
this.
Something doesn't need a something. I mean,
All right. Let me give you the argument then. Are you ready? Do you know how syllogisms work?
yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Premise one: some things in the world are in motion.
Like what?
Literally everything.
What do you mean? Like what, bro?
Literally everything.
Your mouth, dude.
You know what? You believe in talking snakes. And
Come on,
rib
man.
women.
Do you want to get through this
You
or not? I'm gonna
focus,
show you. I'm gonna
focus,
show
believe in the
you.
rib woman.
I'm gonna
I
show
believe
you.
in the bionic woman.
Do you actually?
You
Do you?
believe in the rib woman?
The
and talking
bionic
trees.
woman.
I mean, talking
Dude,
snakes.
do you
It's
think
talkative
that your
snakes and
profile
magical
picture makes
trees.
you
I mean,
more intellectual? I'm just asking.
Do you think? Do you think that you sound
Fig,
intelligent in the year
fig,
2020?
You know the
Fig,
rib, by the way.
fig.
You know the rib, by the way. The term, yeah. You know
A
the term
rib
rib,
woman.
by the way, in the book of Genesis, for stands for seed.
I believe in Jamie Summers, the bionic woman. You believe in Eve, the rib woman.
Talking about? What are you talking about?
It's absurd. What
Do you want me?
Okay,
Do you
let's
want me
fo-
to
let's- hold on,
continue
let's
with this
focus.
argument
Let's
here?
stick to the argument.
Let's
Stick
focus.
to the argument.
Premise one is
said-
that
he
some
said-
things in the world are in motion.
Like what?
Do you agree with that or do you disagree with that?
Some things in the world, everything's in motion in the world.
Yeah.
Because
Okay,
it's
so you agree.
rotating
Cool.
and
All right.
revolving.
Cool. So you
Yeah.
agree. All right. Premise two: whatever is in motion is moved by another. Do you agree with that?
No.
What?
No.
So what puts things in motion?
Any initial, if something explodes, it's in
Something
motion,
made
right?
it explode, right?
Yeah. What made
That-
it explode?
so you
Anything.
accept
A
premise
catalytic
two.
Agent, a process.
So you accept premise two, right?
Premise-
Whatever
We're not
is
saying it
in
has to be
motion
God.
is moved by another.
We're not saying that
It's not
the
being
another is
moved.
necessarily
It's in motion
God.
because it's things that are in motion. Tend
Because
to stay in
something
motion.
something puts it in motion, right?
This is just inertia, bro. Come on.
Something that is at rest stays at rest, right?
Okay, a beam of light. A beam of light. What puts it into motion?
Bro, what are we...
What, a beam of light? What puts it in motion?
Yeah, photons. Photons.
Yeah.
What
So
puts it in motion?
things are moved by another, right?
No, photons can't sit still. They won't stay in one place.
What?
Nothing's moving them. Okay, they're just moving.
Okay. So
What
then,
pushes a photon? Okay,
yeah. Oh,
okay,
what pushes a photon?
Excuse me. What is pushing a photon at 300,000 kilometers a second?
I'd be asking you that question.
No, I'm asking you.
Well, for me, I would just say that things were all put in motion in the beginning.
Are you saying that God is pushing it? When I turn on my flashlight, is God pushing that light?
Oh my gosh,
my
dude! There's
God.
a natural
Holy straw
movement.
man.
There's a natural motion that occurs on
Natural
Earth
movement?
now.
What do you mean natural movement?
You don't even understand my argument. This is crazy. You don't even know
sound
what I'm
move like
arguing
that?
for. Bro,
What pushes
whatever is
sound?
in motion is moved by another. As in, things that are in motion, there's a cause for that motion. Do you
pushes
agree with
sound?
that?
What pushes sound?
Do you agree that things that are in motion was caused to be in motion?
Something can be in motion because it was
And it has a
in
cause.
motion before.
It has a cause, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you
But
agree with
before the
premise
notes
two.
that there was a
Good.
time that it was not in motion.
Okay, cool. So you agree with premise two.
Gravity causes motion.
Premise three, yeah. Okay, so you agree that things cause other
If you
things.
jump off a building,
It's
you're
a
going
cause
to
and
come
effect.
down. Gravity's causing that, not God.
Bruh.
Oh my god.
You're not
Bruh.
answering me.
Dude, I'm trying to get through an argument. You're not even addressing anything I'm saying. Premise two,
if you
whatever
jump
is in
off a
motion is
building,
moved by another.
You're going to enter motion. You're going to come down.
Yeah,
Is
and
God pulling you down?
and what made you jump off the building?
Okay, is God pulling
You?
you down if you jump off a building?
Dude, that's not my argument. We haven't even gotten to that yet. You're jumping. If you jump off a building, what's causing you to jump off the building?
Okay, if I walk off the top, am I going to come down?
Was that I asked a question.
The gravity of the gravity mass is pulling me down. Mass gravity pulls me
So
down.
there's things that cause motion. So everything that's in motion is caused by
Not
another.
necessarily
Yeah.
God. Right.
I didn't say that yet. I didn't even say anything like that yet. Okay, cool. Premise three: nothing that is both in potency and in act in the same. Nothing is in potency and in act at the same respect at the same time. So nothing is in nothing. So nothing is in a state of non-existence and existence at the same time in the same respect.
No, that's not true. We have superimposed quantum states. Yeah, not true.
Yeah. By the way, just because of the fact that things aren't noticeable in quantum physics doesn't mean that it doesn't exist,
You have
Dingus.
quantum superposition that violates.
Quantum superposition
Hold
doesn't
on.
say they're in the same place at the
Superposition.
same time.
Yes, superposition also doesn't say that things are in a non-existent state and an existent state.
There's
by the
no
way,
such thing as a universal.
It shows potency for certain states. It didn't show that they're in states and not in states at the same time.
They're not until you measure it. You don't know.
Okay, so they're in a state of potency.
they're in a state of potency, so they're not being actualized yet.
You could have a parallel universe for the other.
So you concede. You've conceded to his premise.
There's another miracle that he
I
believes
haven't
in.
conceded anything.
There's
You
another
haven't proven
miracle.
that God exists.
There's another miracle that he affirms. Fucking
Why does your God
multiverse
choose to remain
theory.
hidden?
Multiverse theory too.
Parallel universe. Yeah, you believe in Marvel. You literally believe in
I
Marvel.
believe in the Marvel universe, bro.
Why
The
does
Marvel
your God
cinematic
choose to
universe.
remain hidden?
You
Okay,
think
so
Loki
you concede
controls it
premise
too?
four.
Is Doctor Doom gonna bring all these parallel universes together? Like goodness gracious.
I'm asking you simple
Well,
questions.
actually,
You
in
can't
an
answer
awful
it.
world, God exists. Therefore, God exists.
God does not exist. You have no proof.
Okay, premise 5. You just conceded to premise 5, or premise. Now we're on premise 5. Go ahead, Bryce.
Well, yeah. So nothing can be both in potency and in act in the same respect at the same time. So that's just simply
Nonsense,
saying.
that's gobbledygook sentence.
Okay, if it's nonsense, explain why it's nonsense.
Because it's nonsense.
Wow.
From a grammatical perspective, it's nonsense.
How is it? How is it grammatically nonsense? Go on. Go ahead.
It's nonsense. It's gobbledygook.
Yeah. Thanks for repeating yourself. You want to try to actually make an argument? Or?
Say it again, slowly.
Nothing
I'll tell you where,
can
I'll tell
be
you where it's
both.
grammatically incorrect.
Sure.
Say
Nothing
it
can be both in potency and in act in the same
In
respect.
potency. Okay, stop. Nothing can be in potency. Grammatically incorrect. In potency. Incorrect. Stop.
Are we serious? You think that that's a
Potency
grammatic? You
just
think that's
means in a
grammatically
state-
incorrect? In
Okay, what's
potency.
in potency? I am in potency.
In,
Is that
in a
grammatically
state of
correct
potency.
statement?
In a
Yes or no?
state.
Yeah,
you're in
a state
potency
of
to do
potential.
things.
Yeah, it's a state. So you're in a state of potency.
You're in potency.
Holy moly, dude.
receive acts.
Are we
Potentialized.
serious?
You can say potentialized,
Dude, that's
That
a
would be
synonym.
grammatically
That is a
incorrect.
freaking. That is literally a synonym.
and that's probably grammatically incorrect too. In a state of potency.
Probably.
All right, how about this?
No one would write
Nothing can be
okay, go
both in
write
a
that
state
in
of
English course and see what your
non-existence
teacher
and a
says.
state of existence in the same respect at the same time. Is that okay?
False.
Go on.
Contradictions can obtain in a reality, in your
Go
view.
on.
False. Two observers can see the same event, can see what appears to be a simultaneous event.
Appears to be.
It's called the relativity of simultaneity.
And how does that denote? Hold on.
There
How
is
does
no
that denote that
universal
something
noun.
exists?
Sorry, dude.
How does that denote that something can exist and not
Relativity
exist
of
in reality at the same
simultaneity
time?
says that. Relativity of simultaneity says that.
That's not what
No
he just
event
said.
is now.
That has nothing to do with what I'm saying.
Same. There's no
We just be
now.
rejecting the law of logic now, dude.
You're rejecting the law of non-contradiction.
To open a physics
Yeah.
book
Yeah.
every
You're
now and
rejecting
then.
the
Just-
law
hey,
of
bro, that's just-
non-contradiction right
You're
now.
literally
There
just
is
rejecting
no
P and
such
not P.
thing as a universe till now.
What?
What are you even talking about, dude? We're talking
Yo,
about
are
P
you
and not
are
P.
you drunk?
You know what? You're short-circuiting.
Are you
You
drunk?
are a
Observers-
jargon
Okay,
jargon
hold
warrior
it.
over here.
If something happens, if something blows up, do two observers see that happen at the exact same
That's
time?
not what we're
If they're
talking
both
about.
moving
That's
at
not
different
my
times
argument.
relative- No,
That's
Okay,
not my
okay, all
argument.
right,
It has
can
nothing to
something-
do with the premise I just gave. Nothing to do with it.
That's an epistemic issue.
You're saying at the same time. There is no at the same time.
At the same time,
Never-
as in its current state, bro.
There's no such. Everything's relative.
There's no such thing as a current state.
If something blows up, you see it happen at X time. I see it happen.
All right.
Not talking
How about
about
this?
that.
If there's no, I got
then,
you. You want to hold this? That's fine. No humans. Let's say that no humans exist anymore. Does the explosion still occur?
It depends how far away from the explosion you are.
I just said it. No humans exist.
The time for the light for that explosion to get to your eye.
I just said if there are no people to observe the explosion at all, does the explosion? Okay, if a fucking tree falls in the woods and no one's there to hear it, does it still fall in the woods?
Yes, because the light from that explosion still takes 300 kilometers per second to get to wherever it is. So if you're not there, if you were there, you
It still happens, right? In that
It still
state.
happened. Whether you,
I invoke-
but it
I
depends
invoke
how
Schrodinger's
fast.
stat,
If you're at
therefore.
rest or if you're moving, depends on that.
Yeah, this guy's not parsimonious.
Dude,
Yeah, he's
this
clearly
is
not
you're
This guy's not
freaking.
Another one. You sound like Dr. Smith from Lost in Space. A parsimonious puppet.
Of course,
Only
of course,
time
you're
I
talking
ever
about.
heard that word used.
You
Bro, I
remember
don't-
that
I do
one
not-
professor from
Your
Shell?
boomer TV
You know that?
shows.
A parsimonious puppet. Your religion is fake. Pack it up. Go home. You
Is
have
your
no
view?
proof.
Is your view? So your view is also relative.
I look at
Your
what
worldview?
science says,
Yeah,
not
but
what-
so
I
is
don't
science
believe in
relative?
women and
Is
magical
science
trees.
relative?
I don't in magical trees.
Is science relative?
Your God has no reason to remain hidden.
Hey, question.
No, none at all.
Is science relative?
What is your God composed of?
Is science
You don't know.
relative?
He's not composed.
What's he
Is,
composed
sci-
of? You're saying
is,
he's nothing.
is science relative?
What kind of subatomic particle is he composed of?
Dude, this is like some Reddit shit from
What
2012.
kind of molecule? What kind of atom, subatomic particle, quantum field?
Is
what
science
your God made of?
is science relative?
What is your God composed of?
Can you answer my question?
You haven't answered any of my questions.
I asked this prior to you asking that question.
Science relative to what?
Is it the truth of it?
Science is the truth. Yeah.
Is it
No, he's
relative though?
asking-
As much as we understand
Is
it,
it
we don't understand
relative?
Can the facts within science like change?
Our understanding, our knowledge, we don't fully understand everything. We don't
Okay,
fully
okay,
know
all right. So epistemically, the way that we perceive things, that can change, but what's actually grounded in reality cannot change, right? Like the laws themselves.
Listen, stop getting so theoretical with me. If your God
Dude,
exists,
dude,
why
what
did
are
he
you
create
talking
black
about?
holes?
Every time he
Why
tries
did your
to make
God
a
create
point-
black holes that are gobbling up everything?
You're talking about black holes,
why
dude.
did he
We
do
were
that?
talking
They're
about
very
potential
destructive,
and
you know?
actuality.
We're
like
talking about
5 minutes
potency
ago.
and act, and you're talking about black
Okay,
holes.
you're saying that your God created the universe. It looks random to me.
He didn't even get to that premise yet, dude. He never.
I
got to the
haven't
premise
even.
about
I haven't
efficient
even
causality.
approached. I
create
haven't even
black
gotten to that.
holes? Why did he create black holes?
What do you mean? Why
why
did he
did-
create? That doesn't have anything to do with the argument.
They're very destructive. We don't need them. Why,
I have a
why do
que-
stars have to collapse?
I have a question. Are the laws of logic relative?
The laws of
Are they subjective? Are they subjective?
Are they mind
You know
dependent?
what? You're asking a bunch of theoretical mumbo jumbo.
That's not theoretical.
Non-specific, very vague.
W divine
Wait,
conceptualism question.
let me ask you.
Way.
Let me ask you.
You have
Oh,
no-
okay.
you have nothing-
Hold on.
you have nothing-
Hold on. Stop talking. Shut up. Make it simple for you. For example, could the law of identity change and not be the law of identity?
What's
Yes
the
or
law
no?
of identity? Transitive
Bro.
identity? What are you talking about?
I gotta go.
P is P. A thing is itself.
Is a thing itself, bro?
You guys,
Is a
you know
thing
what?
itself?
This is the problem. You guys have opened too many philosophy books and not enough science books.
Dude, what are you
Does the
talking
universe
about?
Hold on,
look
wait.
like it was created
Stop.
to
Hold
you?
on. No, wait. Stop.
Find me a
Fig,
natural
Fig,
square object in the
Fig,
universe that's
Fig.
square
Does
perfectly.
Fig. Does science rely on the law of identity to be in order to make identity claims within the realm of science?
Wholly good
That's a
question.
bullshit question. I don't even know what you're asking.
Okay, so that's okay. All right.
If I asked that question to a computer, it wouldn't know how to answer.
It would, dude. You're just too retarded.
Literally
to
would. It's
say
called
This is
formal logic.
gobbledygook. That's why.
Okay, all right. Do you know how logic works? Like when we
Yes.
say
If
something,
if A,
all right, are you
if A
identical
equals
to
B,
yourself?
then X, else Y. That's logic. Yeah, we know it. We know.
Right. Do you think that do you think that those are facts independently of the mind?
They're
Like,
observations, okay?
oh no,
If
not
X
not the
equals Y. If
observation,
I
not the
observe X
observation,
to
not
B
the
equals Y,
observation.
then I
The
do
law,
this, else I
the
do
law
that.
itself, not
And
the
if
observation,
next,
not the observation. I'm saying, all right. So
no,
if I say
no,
P
it's
is
everything
P,
is observer based.
okay. So if I make the claim P is P, right? Or I am that I am, or I
Relative
am
to you, it
myself.
is. Relative to you,
Relative to
you.
me, P is P.
Yeah,
So for
that's
you,
right.
P
Your
can.
P may be my Q.
That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. If I
Your P
say,
is not a
if
universal
you
P.
no,
I'm
no, I'm
sorry.
not
It may be
applying
a
that.
Q.
I'm not applying that to any sort of ontology. I'm just saying that P is P. It has
You're
identity.
saying that P is an absolute.
I
Okay,
gotta drop
There
it.
is no absolute, okay? You're toast. There are no absolutes in the universe. Everything is relative to a
Is that
moving frame
absolutely
of
true?
reference, for
Wait,
example. You can't
is
say
that
that.
absolute? Hold on, hey, stop. Is that absolutely true? Your statement.
Yes, it is absolutely true
So you just
that
contradicted
everything is
yourself.
relative to a moving frame.
You just
Or
contradicted
stationary. Yeah,
yourself.
yeah. No, I'm
You
not.
agree? You
No, I'm
contradict.
not.
Okay.
No,
Is
I'm
that
not.
state?
What
Is
you
this
say is
statement
P
everything
is not
is?
P to me.
Is this statement everything is absolutely? What you say? Everything is absolutely relative. I'm
There
saying,
are
is that
no
statement
time
true?
and space are not absolute entities, okay? They are relative to
This
moving
guy.
frames of reference.
What's this guy
Therefore,
talking?
Yo, Fig. All right. So if I make the claim that not everything's
time and
relative,
space are not absolutes. They are relative to moving frames of reference, okay?
that's okay, dude.
Get that through your head.
That's okay. All right. If I make the claim that not everything is relative, can you
Everything
argue?
is relative.
Okay, so you just said you just asserted that there is a contradiction in my belief. Congratulations.
Yes, because
Okay,
everything
all
is
right.
Now
relative.
you're
What you see is
yeah.
an
You just
there's no
conceded too.
absolute
You literally
measurement
just
there.
conceded. You just conceded, dude. You're an
Do not
idiot.
concede anything. What
Yes,
what kind of
You crash
logic
out.
do you have in your brain?
the principle of non-contradiction.
Your
P and not
P
P.
is not absolute. It's based on
Exactly.
how you observe P to be.
Exactly. P and not P, dude. Good job,
Yeah,
bro.
your P may look like a Q to me.
W Stillman, bro.
This is like the
Get back to your God, okay? The one that you defend.
Get back to my God.
You're
Okay.
applying logic that those people back then never used. Never.
Wait,
Literally all of them did that.
Isaiah, hold on, Isaiah, really quickly. So you believe in evolution, right?
The argument I'm giving is from Aristotle, by the way.
The evidence supports it. Yeah.
Okay, so you believe that
with original sin.
Okay. Wait, hold on, stop.
That breaks Jesus Christ.
Shut up.
Shut up.
So, yes, shut up. So, do you believe that we're essentially all apes, right?
We evolved from one branch, yeah.
But essentially we are all apes, correct?
There's no difference.
So we are all apes, correct?
Yeah.
Is George Floyd an ape?
What kind of question are you asking here?
I'm asking you a question.
Answer that question, bro.
Is George Floyd an ape?
Bipedal. We have 2 arms, 2 legs.
Okay,
No such thing as an ape and human.
is George Floyd an ape?
Is George Floyd an ape?
Is George Floyd an ape?
Everyone's an ape.
That's
Is
not
George
the
Floyd
question.
an ape? Yes or no?
Who's
Is George Floyd an ape?
I mean,
You know who that is.
We both know who
problem,
that is.
man? Do you understand?
Is George Floyd an
Evolution
ape? Yes or
doesn't
no?
lead to exactly 2 people. You
Is
can't
George
have
Floyd
original
an
sin.
ape? Yes or no?
Okay.
Is George Floyd an ape?
Okay, so you don't believe in evolution then?
Is George Floyd an ape? Yes or no? I'm talking about your
I'm not
view.
going to answer that. That's a dumb question. You're saying that we evolved from 2 people when science says.
Oh, you're gonna break evolution now because you don't want to affirm your own position.
You're saying that we came from 2 people. You know that that's impossible.
Is George Floyd an ape?
According to your own view, George Floyd is an ape. Yes or no?
Why do we have African people? Why do we have Chinese people?
You're not gonna ask me a
From
question.
Adam and Eve. What were they? Were Adam and Eve
See, he's
black?
understanding the argument now.
Were Adam and Eve black? Yes or no? What race?
Is
were
George
they?
Floyd
No one said anything about black people. You're bringing
What
up black
race were
people, by
Adam
the
and
way.
Eve? Were they black?
You're
Yeah,
bringing
we're not talking
up
about
Israel.
race, bro. You're being
No one's
you're being
talking about
racist.
race
No, we
right
do.
Yeah,
now.
we're
We
just
have
asking
different
you.
races. You're gonna have to explain how We got different
Do you
races
think
in the
that?
world
Do you
right
think
now.
that? Do you
We all
think?
came from Adam
Do you
and
think that our races also have to do with evolution as well?
Okay, how do you explain?
Oh, that was a question. Wait. That was a question. That was a question. Are human races? Wait, are races within humans? Are races within humans part of the evolution that we're experiencing?
Yeah.
Okay, which race is the primordial race?
Oh my gosh.
African.
So eventually they'll be nixed out of humanity, right?
No.
Really? Because that's how evolution works. Okay, so we evolved. So I evolved. Wait, are things that are evolved? Hold on, I got you. Are things that are evolved? Are things that are evolved better than things that are unevolved?
Oh my gosh.
They're just adapted for that environment.
So you don't think we're better than monkeys?
No.
No, we're not more intelligent than monkeys.
We're not more intelligent, more fit for survival. We don't dominate society as a whole. We don't dominate literally every other animal.
I'll tell you one thing about monkeys. They don't believe in God. They're smarter than you.
They don't have the ability to even possess that ability. They don't have the ability to do that.
Intellectual faculties.
Monkeys. Hold on, wait. Quick question. Do you physically take your own feces and throw them around?
Hey, look. Monkeys are smarter than us. They don't.
He didn't answer the question.
What? Hey, I mean,
do you believe that we evolve? Do you believe that we evolve? Hold on. Do you believe that evolution is something that provides more positives, net positives to the new creature? Wait, hold on. Please answer that. Please answer that. Please answer that. Do you think that things that evolved for the better?
They evolved due to environmental pressure.
Okay. Yeah. So they evolved for the better, right?
They evolved to survive environmental conditions.
Okay. So they evolved for the better in the current state of the world, right?
They evolved based on where they were in the world. If you're in Africa, you need darker skin. If you're in the north, you need lighter skin.
I don't think you understand.
In Africa, you need a wider nose.
Yeah.
If you're in a colder climate, you need a narrower nose.
So do you believe that then we evolved based off of being able to be better for the state that we're in?
No, we evolved to survive in that environment where we were.
That's literally what he's saying, dude. Are you stupid?
That's what I'm saying.
And it doesn't mean better.
It doesn't mean better.
If they don't evolve and they die out, is that good?
The harshness of the condition. That's it. Doesn't mean
okay. Is it better or worse for them to evolve in that situation or just die because they didn't?
It's not better or worse. They have to.
Okay,
adapt
so if
to
they
survive.
die, and they don't evolve, it's not. Yeah, you're.
Then they go extinct. That's you know.
Is it better to
about
be extinct or not extinct? Is it better to be? Right? Hold on. Is it better to be extinct or not extinct?
That just depends on your point of view.
Oh, really?
That was a question to you.
You guys just think. Get back to your God. Prove your God.
You're running.
Proving your God.
You're running from the whole argument.
You're not gonna
Why
answer
did God
the question.
create Mars? Why did he create Mars?
Like, why are you asking these
Why
questions?
did your God
dude?
create Mars?
Are you drunk?
Venus.
Are you
Why?
drunk, dude?
You have to be intoxicated.
Why? You
Like,
can't
there's no
answer,
way.
can you?
What's your BPI?
Why did your God create
No, because
Mars?
the only reason why we're not answering that is because it has nothing to do with the
Lifeless
argument we're
planet.
having.
Why did he create it?
It has nothing to do with our conversation. That's what I'm saying. It's a complete
I'm asking
shot
you, 'cause,
out.
No, you're just going off.
So
on,
are you conceding and
you're
running
saying
from
that
the
God
original
created
prompts?
The universe. Why did he create Mars?
Dude, so are you admitting then that you don't have an answer for what we had?
The universe must be random because there's no reason why God would create Mars.
Dude, are you like a rogue AI? Why are you just saying random shit?
We just happen to be in the right spot.
You just
like you're just saying the most random things. Like I literally just asked a specific question and then you said.
Okay, what purpose do Mercury and Venus serve?
Are all these points in the room with me, dude?
You're gonna be the
You're
Bryce
lost. You can't answer.
J.
No, what?
You're gonna be like the
you're
town
getting
jester.
cooked. I mean, why did he create?
No, because like historical
It's
jesters are
relative.
smart.
Yeah, he created
relative.
he created them for His Majesty.
His Majesty?
Yeah.
What kind of answer is that?
A valid one that you can't disprove.
Is the asteroid built His Majesty too?
Yeah.
A bunch of rocks?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. See, what's funny is that that's still an answer.
Wait, so
You're
like,
saying that a bunch of rocks in orbit between Mars and Jupiter serves God's. No, it just looks like random.
Yeah, dude, it's
junk,
badass.
Garbage.
It's badass.
Why are we not in the middle?
God creates a lot. God creates a lot of things that are badass. What's the problem?
Really?
Yeah, dude.
You can't even see Saturn. How do you?
Yeah, I can. I got a telescope. We got telescopes for that.
The poor guy. I mean,
come on, bro. What are you talking
Oh,
about?
telescope. What do you mean?
what your Catholic Church did to poor Galileo. I mean,
I don't know what you're talking about regarding that.
What did he do?
Oh my gosh, dude.
He said, "I see a bunch of moons going around Jupiter."
Yeah, that's not what. That's not. Yeah, that's not why he was called a heretic. He was called a heretic because he went against geocentrism.
Yeah, he was right.
That's not.
wrong.
And that has nothing to do with Jupiter's moons, bro.
If they were being inertially guided by your Holy Spirit, they wouldn't have done that.
What are you talking about?
Dude, please just shut up.
If they were being inertially guided by the Holy Spirit of truth,
What is inertially guided?
and they never apologized.
What do you even mean?
And they
How would
never
you-
apologized to Galileo.
They never apologized. They would go to hell according to your doctrine.
Wait, hold on. So basically, what I'm going to argue. All right,
against
you want to
an
hear my
innocent
argument for
man.
God? I'm going to prove God. Okay.
Your
All right.
God
So you know Young
does
Sheldon?
not exist.
You know Young Sheldon? You know Young Sheldon?
God
man?
doesn't exist. You want me to believe that Pontius Pilate
Oh my
unalived a
God.
guy who could bring four-day-old corpses back to life? Why would he do
Yeah.
that?
Why would he do that?
He would have made Jesus Christ the Surgeon General of the Roman Empire and his own private physician. He's not going to
What?
unalive a person like that, trust me. Pilate wasn't dumb.
What are you talking? They thought he was a sorcerer, dude.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, so Jesus Christ is in front of Pilate. He said, wow, you can bring Lazarus back to life after he was decomposing.
That's not what he
You
said.
could be an asset to the
Yeah, he
Roman
never
Empire.
said that
You
to
might come in
Jesus.
handy later on. I think I'm going to unalive you.
Pontius Pilate
Is this
did
your
not
fanfic,
know
dude?
who
Is this
Lazarus really is.
fanfic?
This is crazy.
This is fan fiction, by the way.
You know what?
Is
You
this
guys never
is
thought things
is this fan
If I were
fiction? Are
Pontius
you
Pilate,
secretly
would
a
I
fan?
unalive? That guy would be an asset to the Roman
Bro,
Empire.
just get back to
Yeah.
your Roblox account, man. I know what you do.
Yeah, I know. You guys are. You know what? Your brain plus 10 cents would give you a dime.
Go watch Young
Maybe
Sheldon,
we'll
bro.
on
Come
a-
on, go watch
on a
Young Sheldon, bro.
favorable day with a on a
Your
sunny day
brain
with
plus
favorable
10
winds.
cents would
You
give
guys
you a
have no
dime. That's a
logic.
good one. I'm
You're
stealing that
totally
shit.
Gone.
That's
Pontius
funny.
Pilate is going to unalive a gentleman who can bring dead people back to
Yeah,
life.
he was preaching. Yeah, he was preaching
After
against
4
the
days.
authority of the Roman Empire. So I mean,
Yeah, dude. He's.
It doesn't matter. No, he wasn't.
Pilate
Yes, he was.
What do you mean, dude?
Come
You're
in, take
doing
off
it.
your shoes. I have a job for you. He would have been an asset to the Roman Empire.
yeah,
What
and
kind
if
of
he would
beer
have
did you
said,
drink?
and let me put it like this: if he would have said no, I don't want to do that, what would they have done to him?
Didn't even get that far.
Yeah, what would they have done? Since we're talking about these hypothetical fanfics that you keep bringing up.
Okay, did Pilate know?
Wow, I asked the question and you somehow ignored it
Pilate know
again.
that Jesus brought
This is great. bro.
For the 500th time, you've ignored my question.
What?
You didn't know what I asked?
What you're asking makes you're just trying to change the subject.
Okay, so explain what I asked.
Say it again.
Speed, bro.
Saying
Why
if-
you trying
if
to go
Jesus said
last?
no, but Jesus didn't say no because Pilate didn't seem to know that he had that capability. But so you might argue that none
And
of those
so,
miracles ever happened.
let me ask it
Pilate
again
wouldn't know
then.
about them.
And if Jesus would have said theoretically to Pilate, "I'm not doing that," then what would happen?
The only possible explanation, I'll
Oh
calm
my
down now, is that Pilate didn't know about these miracles. How could he
Wait, can I
not
ask?
have known?
Wait, can I ask a question? What happened to Pilate's wife?
Don't know.
What did she believe?
She believed whatever the gospel writers, because they had to put.
Wait, but
take
you
more
only
of the
know. Wait,
blame
wait, wait,
off
wait,
of
stop, wait,
them
stop.
and
Wait,
throw
dude,
it
you're,
on,
hold
throw it
on,
onto the
stop.
Saturday people. You know.
You're contradicting yourself.
Come on, guys.
Everything you know about Pilate and citing about Pilate, you're getting from the Gospels. Then you're saying,
I'm
oh, the
asking you
Gospels
this
are
about
now
Pontius Pilate.
inaccurate
No,
and
there are other
irreliable.
records about Pilate. Pilate was
Okay, so there are
very
also
short
records about
fuse.
his wife as well. So
He had
are
a very
the
short
records about his
fuse,
wife too.
okay?
Are the records about his
He's a
wife
smart
true
man.
as
He's
well?
not a dumb man.
Okay.
He's
He's a
I,
tyrant.
yeah, I can't do this anymore. This is just casting stones to freaking swine, bro. Or casting pearls to swine at this point.
Yeah, bro.
What's the point, bro?
Talk about the laws of logic. Dude's like, why did God create black holes?
Dude, freaking holy brain rot night, dude. Holy shit.
This is why, by the way, you can't really like when you do run the argument for motion. By the time you get to like that, even like the shortened version, you get to the like.
Oh, it works if they have at least just the slightest understanding of philosophy at all.
Yeah, but then they just kind of they crash out and they don't want to accept it.
That's the best part.
They do not want to get.
That's
to it.
why I love it. Bram, yeah, it's recorded. It'll be on YouTube as soon as this stream is over. Yeah, even if you have the slightest understanding of philosophy, you would understand the argument for motion. It's like really simple.
All of your lives are recorded?
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no, dude.
Yeah, they're all put on YouTube, dude.
All of my parsimony yaps, bro. It's bad.
Yeah, it was on the last stream, bro. Parsimony's the new meme on the other video now.
Is it?
Yeah, dude. I'm sure that like if you keep coming up here within like the next week or so, all the comments in the videos are gonna say, "Oh, that's not very parsimonious of you."
Yeah, I'm gonna keep doing it, bro. I'm gonna be the first Latinized mod on this friggin' stream. First parsimonious Latinized moderator that's also named Isaiah.
Making waves.
You'll see it. Next thing you know, there'll be an historian. He's also mod.
Man,
oh shoot!
It's 11 o'clock. I'm going to bed.
It's 12 o'clock.
Man, I'm so mad that I didn't get to see the Sheik Uthman thing either.
Yeah, but that would have been great. I love his voice for no reason, bro. It's just like his voice is great. I don't know, it's the way that he says stuff.
Yeah.
In God Logic, he just abuses that word hypostasis, bro. I cannot watch him. It's like every clip, he always says hypostasis. I don't know how.
He's good people, man. He's good people, and he's actually very sympathetic to EED and like the
For real, man. I mean, yeah, as someone that holds the EED, not really. Yeah, I really. I mean, like, I'm minor virtually, dude. So.
Oh my god.
You need to really do. You need to.
Oh really? Oh really? I've never been one to argue for a composite god. I never really understood.
Crazy. That's crazy.
All right, bro. All right, man. All right.
No, I really haven't. Like, I don't really understand.
2026. That's nasty.
No, dude, I would never.
2026, man.
That's not something I would do, dude. I argue from parsimony.
It's not parsimonious, man.
It's not parsimonious to hold the EED, therefore EED is false.
Not parsimonious to think that EED is
because it's so difficult to explain EED. It would be easier to explain.
Yeah, personal incredulity fallacy. Go ahead.
No. I contradistinguish the first because parsimony is distinguished.
I said one. Why are you contradistinguishing the first? I didn't have a minor and a major.
Yeah, but your first came from the conclusion, so.
Bro, there was no conclusion.
Yeah, the conclusion is the fact that it's false for me to object to that.
We just be freestyling the scholastic method nowadays. We just be freestyling.
This is obviously not the scholastic method. This is modern analytic convention. Yeah.
Parsimony is part of it, dude. Trust.
We are parsimony. We carry.
All right. We are Charlie. No, I'm not gonna do that. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later.
You're gonna get the live.
See y'all.
Get the live, man.